Miss Email and some of our
Good evening and welcome to Loyola Lady Flyers basketball on LCP TV. I'm Mark Carmody, joined by Coach Kyle Tanner, as we get ready to bring you tonight's crosstown matchup between the 1-8 Byrd Lady Yellow Jackets and the 1-5 Loyola Flyers. The Flyers opened up the season with the win. They've lost 5 straight. The Byrd has 1 win on the season as well, a 1-point victory over Bossier. Coach Tanner, you have over 240 victories as former head coach for the Lady Flyers, a state championship. Early in the season, if you were in coach's shoes, what would you be looking for in tonight's matchup and going on the rest of the season?
Well, the thing is, you look at tonight's matchup, you really have a very even matchup. They've got one common opponent, which is Bossier, which Loyola lost by, I believe, 4. And actually, Byrd has played them twice. They won by 1, and they also lost by 5 just last night. So this is really going to be a great matchup. Now, the thing when you have Loyola and Byrd throw the records out, throw it all out, because in the NBA you have the Lakers Celtics. College, you've got North Carolina Duke. You come to high school basketball, it's all about the Flyers versus the Yellow Jackets for a great rivalry, a mile and a half apart. So this really sets up to be a great night of basketball.
Are there any matchups that people watching at home should be looking for tonight?
I think what you're going to look for is probably Emily Rowe inside, because she's got some size, and I think if they can get the ball to her, I think she could be able to utilize that, and that's going to be important for Loyola to be able to score on inside. Now, again, not seeing Byrd play, it's going to be interesting to see how they decide if are they going to sit back in a zone, are they going to try to put some pressure on the Loyola guards. I think both teams are susceptible to turnovers. So it's really going to boil down to who can take care of the ball the best, because I believe it'll be a low-scoring game. Therefore, those possessions become really important, so you got to really take care of the ball.
And the Flyers getting off to a 1-5 record, what have been the issues that they have kind of with this slow start?
It's so important these days to have a guard who can take control of the game. And, when you don't have a true point guard, that means you've got to try to work it by committee and have some different people working the ball. And it takes time. It just takes time to become familiar with that. And when you're playing some tough games early on, obviously you're learning from some of your mistakes, during game action. But that's what these early games are really for, because they're getting you ready for district, which will be down the road. And I think that it'll serve them well as they get ready. Now, of course, the Flyers, they have 6 seniors, and then everybody else is a freshman. So that makes things really interesting, too, because you've got a lot of experience on one hand, but once you go to your bench and get a little deeper, you've got some kids who don't have that much game experience.
Now, you mentioned Loyola Byrd, the Duke in North Carolina of Shreveport ladies basketball. Do you have any stories from your days of coaching, any memorable matchups against Byrd?
Wow, against Byrd, I remember there was one where, of course, we were down by 3 with about 5 seconds left, and I believe this was the 2010-2011 season. And we got the inbounds pass. Of course, you draw it up for one player, but it always goes to somebody else. Ball slips out of her hands basically as she's shooting, but it goes in. She hits a 3 to send it to overtime, and then that was Emily Young. And then, of course, we won it in overtime, which was, just a great game. But also I remember Amber Smith hitting a half-court shot right as we were going into halftime. And, you know, that was a lot of fun. The gym was packed that night. They actually were turning people away. So, you know, there's just a lot of great things that seem to happen against Byrd. And Loyola always seems to match up well against them.
Like you said, throw the records out the window for tonight's matchup. Hopefully we'll have maybe we'll have a great ending like those two memories that you had. We're getting ready for the starting lineups.
And I think one other thing that you're going to see is Byrd lost a lot of players from last year, so they're pretty young and inexperienced as well, and that's why you see that they're having some early season struggles. So I think that really does set up well for what we're going to see tonight. I believe we're getting ready for Collier White, who will be doing the pregame. Well, I believe Emily Rowe will be giving the pregame prayer, and then Collier White will be giving the player introductions.
Number 24, Sedaria Silas. At guard, a freshman, number 14, Kinsley Kimbrell. At guard, a senior, number 11, Kennedy Franklin. At power forward, a senior, number 20, Brooke Bell. At power forward, a senior, number 42, Shanice Rushing. The Lady Jackets are coached by Coach Joanna Tate and assisted by Meredith Duncan. It's time to meet your Lady Flyers. At forward, a senior, number 3, Sarah Rapolo. At guard, a senior, number 30, Maddie McIntyre. At center, a senior, number 23, Emily Rowe. At guard, a senior, number 14, Trina Simmons. At guard, a senior, number 20, Savannah Smith.
We're getting ready for tip-off between the Byrd Lady Yellow Jackets and the Loyola Lady Flyers starting lineups just introduced by Collier White. And hopefully the Lady Flyers will get off to a fast start tonight.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I expect both teams will probably start off in a zone. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 2-3. I'd challenge them to shoot, but then again, I would expect for Loyola to try to get inside. Now, The question is going to be, does one of these teams decide to press and really kind of push the action early on? I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Just looking on the floor, I would already say that Emily has the size advantage, so I think that's where you got to go.
And the tip's controlled by Byrd.
Well, that would have been a
backcourt violation.
Well, I think we're going to see a little bit of man-to-man here.
Smith brings it across half court. Runs a play over to McIntyre. There it is, turnover. And missed layup.
It's going to be very important to make sure you're getting the rebound and getting back.
Smith in trouble, gets over to McIntyre. Into Rowe. Rowe taking it down. She'll lay it, and no good. Byrd could rouse the rebound.
All right, let's see what Loyola looks like they're going to set up.
Kinsley turned over. Smith's got it. Down to Rowe, another turnover. So a lot of early turnovers.
Yeah, and that's what we saw from the Flyers in their first game against Plain Dealing. And like I said, you've got to take care of the ball, especially when you're not going to be scoring that many points.
Salas, a freshman, brings it across half court. Dumps it in. And then looks like Brooke Bell gets the Lady Jackets up on the board first.
And they're going to extend that pressure.
Simmons and Smith down to Rowe. Good post move. And that's blocked.
That is where the advantage is. They've just got to take that opportunity.
Yep. You're right. There's definite height advantage there. Silas almost turns it over. Silas into Bell. Bell back to Silas. And they'll get into their offense. So we double dribble there, yep. So not a lot of scoring early on.
Well, like I said, I think each possession is really going to mean a lot here. Say you're looking at about an 80% turnover ratio right now.
Smith's got it down to Rowe. Good post entry.
It's good high-low action.
Simmons. Will be missed and brought down by rushing for Byrd.
Well, a couple of good opportunities right there for Loyola.
What kind of motion offense is that they're running?
Well, they're running the high screen. It looks like they're trying to go a little high-low action. I don't know how well they're going to be able to set those high screens and really kind of roll off of those, but if they could get that, I think they could be effective.
Listen. Stolen away by Smith. Smith's got numbers. She'll slow it down.
They're going to set up in the half court. Oh, they've got her inside.
Down the row, and there's a foul. So
I think they're going to have the travel first.
So again, the Lady Flyers more turnovers than shots attempted so far here early in the first quarter.
Well, you see, they definitely have the advantage. It's just a matter, can they score there? There's the steal.
Steal by Smith to McIntyre. And
that was a travel.
Another travel. Lady Flyers with the press. Brooke Bell will bring it across half court. McIntyre there. Kinsley Kimberly trying to take it in, gets fouled, and she'll shoot 2.
I think you can put that pressure on Byrd, but once they reverse the ball, 2 passes, and they're going to get a good look on the backside there. But, again, I think if you can just avoid fouling, you don't want to give them anything free.
Kinsley misses the first one of 2 freshmen that start for the Byrd Lady Jackets. So Byrd with the early 3-0 lead. McIntyre into Smith. Smith doing a good job breaking the press. And another turnover.
Well, they had it. It was just, that cut off the top was there. And then, of course, that forces the help, which left Emily wide open. She's just got to not bring the ball down low. If you've got height, don't take away that advantage.
Silas all the way to the basket, and she'll miss the layup. Road rebound, but throws it right to Bell.
Looked like a double dribble,
yeah.
I think, on that one.
Silas back out to Bell. Then to Kinsley. Good bounce pass, and that'll be 2 points for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
That was a nice pass. Again, that penetration towards the middle is always going to hurt your defense. There they go again.
Yep. The foul called. That'll send Rose to the line.
Well, at least you know what they're trying to do. There's no doubt about that.
And you got to give credit to the Byrd Lady Yellow Jackets. Active hands down low. They're getting in the passing lanes and causing a lot of deflections, more so than anything.
Well, they know they're outsized down low, so they've really got to be active trying to force a bad pass. And Loyola's on the board. Of course, this is similar to how the Lady Flyers started against Plain Dealing. They got down early, then they finally got into the rhythm of the game. So let's see if they can do that here.
Stealed by McIntyre.
They've got numbers. Well, they had numbers.
And that'll stay with the Lady Flyers. McIntyre down the road. Good spin move.
There it is. Good move and in. It'll be interesting. Byrd's going to have to make an adjustment if they're not able to stop that.
Good pressure by McIntyre.
I think they're a little confused which way they were going there for a second. There we go.
Kimberly into Silas. Great defense by Smith. Comes back and he'll
sneaking up on her. And that's what she will do. I mean, Savannah, ever since she came here, that's one of her things is strong defense. She's going to hustle the entire game.
and doing a good job of trying to force Silas to her right. She doesn't seem comfortable using her right hand.
No, I think they know that.
Silas, a little bump foul by Trina Simmons.
Yeah, you got to be aggressive, but again, the fouls will kill you on that because you're doing a great job. You're going to force some bad passes. Let them make those passes and try to get the steals.
Good job by McIntyre getting the ball. Stays with the Lady Yellow Jackets, and they throw it out of bounds. So another turnover.
Just watching Byrd, you see that they seem to throw to spots as opposed to, looking for who's there. So I think they're depending on being in that position now.
And Flyers try to give it back to Lady Yellow Jackets. They didn't want it.
They do advance the ball slightly on that. All right, they've already got her posted. If they want to look inside, It's already there. Almost a situation where you could have cleared it out.
No. And I don't know about that. Again, we're very far away from the play, but I didn't see a travel there.
Compared to some of the other stuff I've seen so far, I think I may have held the whistle on that one.
Franklin throws it away. So we get another turnover.
Again, I think if they look, they can get it inside. Here it is.
Good move. Smith's there, and she puts it back in for 2.
Right, we're all tied up at 5.
Salas still in the backcourt. Finally gets it across. And stolen by Simmons. Simmons with the layup. And it gets it to go. Flyers take a 7-5 lead. And stolen by McIntyre. Rowe corrals it. And gets the foul. So very hectic action here in the first quarter.
I said if they're just patient and wait for these passes, they're gonna find a way to get them.
So Rowe will have 2 shots.
I think if Loyola just maintains that pressure, especially on the guards, they're going to get frustrated. I mean, you can already see that a little bit. And who can mentally stay in it the best when you are going through all these turnovers? That's going to be key.
Rowe misses the first 2. The Flyers playing at this pace and speed. Do they play a deep bench?
I don't think that they're that deep, but hopefully the conditioning will hold up.
And gets the friendly roll. Flyers with an 8-5 lead. Ball back to Brooke. Brooke gets it across half court. The trap by the Flyers. She's in trouble. Throws it out of bounds. That should be the Flyers' ball, and it is.
Now they're going to try to deny Savannah the ball here and really try to put more pressure on Loyola.
Smith gets away maybe with the double dribble there. Simmons throws it back to Smith. Just misses. Franklin throws it away.
Steal.
Oh, the unfriendly row, but Rose there misses herself, goes out of bounds. So the Flyers
great opportunity there.
Trying to capitalize on the points on turnovers, but a few unlucky bounces there. But good job by Sarah Rapolo getting that passing lane.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Tate wants to get a timeout and kind of calm her team down, I think, right here. Sometimes you just get in that frantic action, start, these younger players with inexperience, they kind of lose their heads a little bit. It's like a decent crowd tonight, probably a little bit of a late arriving crowd with the fundraiser at Chick-fil-A tonight, and of course a boys soccer game. So we hope to see
traffic.
Traffic, yes, that's another thing. Let's see what kind of adjustments they make to the press.
They get into Zanaya Covington. She turns it over to McIntyre to Simmons. Lets it in. So Byrd having trouble.
Right now, you just don't have anybody with Byrd who's comfortable with the ball at this point.
You said you got two freshman ball handlers. They get it into up to McIntyre. She's got room. Bounce past the row. It's knocked away.
That's what I mean by bringing the ball down. You just another turnover for Byrd.
Kennedy Franklin throws it out of bounds. But you're right. Kinsley Kimberly for Byrd's done a good job on row when she brings that ball down. Active hands knocking it out. Smith, the 3-on-3 action. He's going to take it all the way. Good hard take by Smith.
That's good. You know you've got the advantage there. Continue to push the ball up. You're going to draw the foul or you're going to get a layup.
Smith gets the first to go. Unfriendly, but McIntyre with the rebound. Back to Rapolo. Back out to Smith. See if they'll hold for the last shot. McIntyre for three. Off the front of the rim. Rowe gets it up. And
okay, well,
they didn't stop the clock. Should be 2 seconds to go.
Let's see what they're going to give it here. Well, the cheerleaders are already out, so I guess
the cheerleaders have taken control of the court.
I guess the time. Let's see what the officials say. I think they're going to put some time back on it. Yes, they are.
So it looked to be about. Looks like they put 3 seconds on the clock.
Well, the cheerleaders will have to regroup as they've got 3 seconds to put it back together here.
The Flyers will have the final shot here in the first quarter.
Plenty of time. I'll look for a lob right here.
Rose got it, puts it up, and she gets it to go. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. The Flyers, after falling behind early, storm back on a 13-2 run as they lead 13-5.
All right, well, now the cheerleaders are able to come out and do their performance. First quarter, I think as good as you could really hope for the Flyers, especially after that start where it was, I believe, 5-0. Then you score 13 unanswered. Right now, Byrd's got to figure out a way to get the ball up the floor and see the floor because right now they're not actually seeing what's in front of them. Of course, the Flyer pressure has a lot to do with that too. And do they have an answer for Emily inside? Because I think Loyola can get the ball inside to her whenever they want. They're playing behind her, giving up the pass. If Emily can just keep the ball up high, I think she's going to have a great look and great opportunities down at the block.
Yeah, Emily, the leading scorer in the first quarter for the Flyers. And you're right, they don't have an answer for her. If she can be strong with the ball and limit the turnovers, they have a great opportunity to really extend this lead and really put Byrd behind the 8 ball.
And I guess another question is going to be, like you said, the pace of play. You aren't seeing substitutions yet, so at what point does Loyola get a little bit tired, get a little bit winded? So you've got to manage that as well.
McIntyre gets it into Smith. She'll set up in the half court. A little pick and roll, but Smith goes around it, gets up the shot. No good. Rose there with the rebound. She gets it to go for 2. Silas trapped in the backcourt, almost stolen away by McIntyre.
It was a good trap. She dribbled, right where you want her to go, and then she took her head off the floor, not looking down the floor.
Little nickel dimer foul there.
Now, if you start getting those calls, that's going to change the game up as well.
I believe that's the second on McIntyre.
And yes, there goes Coach Dooley to the bench.
And stolen by Rapolo. Slips on the floor, but back to Smith. Back to McIntyre. Simmons. Rapolo gets it. And they get a 3-second violation.
3-second call. Wasn't quite sure the pass inside. I didn't know if it was going to Rapolo or to Emily Rowe.
Isabel Burford will check in for McIntyre as those 2 fouls. Actually, 3 fouls.
Well, here we go.
And Simmons picks up 1.
Like I said, now they are tightening it up. I'm going to guess that Coach Tate may have said something about the fouls. You know, that's one of the things you do as a coach, try to talk to the officials.
Salas will bring it in. That's 2 on Simmons. Bell stuck, tries to get it to Silas. Smith with great defense, has nowhere to go. That's a steal, and now they're going to get her with the foul. Oh, they're going to be a traveling call.
The travel before the steal, so it's still going to be Loyola's ball.
Smith breaks the double, or tries to break the double. Silas will pick up the steal. Back to Bell. She's got numbers wide open. She doesn't see it, so the Flyers catch a break.
She had 2 all the way down to the basket, and just I don't think they're able to make the pass, so that allows the Flyers to put more pressure on them.
And that's Shanice rushing with the basket, and that stops the bleeding for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Their first basket in about 7 or 8 minutes.
That's probably the longest shot we've seen made in this game.
Rowe with the left hand gets it to go. Great feed inside. Stolen by Simmons. Oh, actually not stolen.
Now they've
the Flyers got a 2-on-1. Kennedy Franklin takes it. She'll shoot 2.
That's one. If Emily just goes straight up, doubt she's going to make that layup going at that speed. So again, you don't want to bail them out with a foul.
This is the first.
Still waiting to see what adjustment they will make on the inside as far as Byrd is concerned. I would probably challenge Loyola to shoot from the outside, look to kind of double almost. Play off the ball. You can see what happens.
Franklin gets the second to go. Simmons will bring it up. Camilla Alsop in and giving Smith a break.
Now that brings in a lot of speed for Loyola.
Looks like Simmons might have stepped out of bounds. It'll be another turnover.
When Camilla is really going hard, she's able to pretty much outrun just about anybody on the floor. All right, they're going to back out now.
Also trying to make Salas go to the right. There's back to the left. And another foul. So the Flyers 4 quick fouls here in the second quarter.
And remember, the rules have changed. So now it's not the fouls per half, it's fouls per quarter. So you're getting close to having them start shooting at the free throw line.
Good pass by Kinsley to Rushing.
That
get her to go.
That really has been the only thing that's really hurt Loyola is when they drive, baseline force the help, and they've got somebody on the backside there.
Polo throws it away. Rushing with the steal. Silas brings it up. And they're continuing to run the same baseline cut to the basket offense. She throws it out of bounds. But good job by the Fire defense of taking that passing lane, cutting that off.
Well, they've got to recognize she's going to throw the ball. She's going to make that turn, and then if they just slide over, she's going to try to make that pass. So they should be ready for it. I'm sure that Coach Dooley will kind of point that out to them as well.
Coach Dooley takes another timeout.
I think she's seeing the same thing. She's going to go over with them. You don't necessarily want to get beat baseline. Force them to your help, and you can play off a little bit if you need to. It looks like they've come off the pressure from the full court into the half court. And again, you've got to stay out of the fouls, stay away from getting the fouls. So I think you can still get that pressure, but you can avoid some of the mistakes that they're making early on.
Burford into Simmons.
It's a good matchup because, the girl, she's not coming up on Trina to guard her. Go all the way to the basket right there.
Just like you said, great matchup for her. Smith is back into the game.
And they extend the pressure. So
a good trap in the middle. Kinsley off the backboard. Rushing picks it up. And they'll get her on the travel.
Now again, I think Coach Dooley's making the adjustment. She's not going to give up anything on the inside. Force that pass back out. Live with that outside shot. They've got to prove that they can make it before you have to adjust and do that.
Simmons taking it to the basket again to Rapolo. Gets it into Smith. Burford with the shot off the backboard, no good. That'll be brought down by Brooke Bell.
See what.
Silas for three, off the backboard.
I believe that was that our first three, or is that our second three from early on? With the
second three-pointer attempted tonight. Silas will take her second attempt and drains it from the top of the key.
Well, once you start talking about it, here they come.
That cuts the deficit to 6. Flyers leading 19-13 here in the second quarter. And Simmons gets away with one to Burford. Burford back to Smith. Smith down to Rowe. Good move. Gets it up. And she'll shoot two.
Right, you have Alsop coming back in the game. Let's see. Be interesting to see who she comes in for. If you get Alsop and Smith and Savannah in at the same time, wow, now I think you can really bring a lot more pressure.
Rowe gets the friendly bounce as Alsop will come in for Simmons.
I'm going to look for a little more pressure and probably that full court pressure right here.
Rowe gets both to go. And here comes the pressure. Bell into the corner. Long two off the back of the rim. Burford with the rebound to Alsop. Smith. Back to Alsop. Good pass to Rowe. Rowe gets it up. And it in. Emily Rowe taking over here in the second quarter.
Well, it's a good response from the Flyers. Byrd had kind of cut the lead a little bit, and you can see that now they're starting to extend that back out.
Rapolo almost with the steal. Bell for three off the front of the rim. Rapolo will corral the rebound. Jump ball. It'll stay with Byrd.
Now, if I'm Coach Dooley, I have no problem with them taking those threes out there. I'm not going to be alarmed by the fact that they made one.
Gives a good pass to Bell. Good block by Rowe. And that'll off the Lady Jackets, and the Flyers will
going to be
have
Flyer
possession.
basketball.
Also with the speed, breaks the press, takes it all the way in, lays it up for two.
When you can, dribble through. Go all the way to the basket till someone stops you.
Smith playing great defense, and Silas throws it away. Also gets it again. Back to Smith.
Yep, same thing right here.
So here we go. Long two. Oh, unfriendly roll. We'll stay with the Flyers.
Interesting because also actually she had a lane to the basket because Emily had her girl pinned. If she goes to the right side, she's got another layup right there.
Up to Rowe. Rowe gets it off the front of the rim. Should be an over the back call. That is the call.
Let's see if they lob it into Emily. Emily again.
Emma Smith checking in.
Now it looks like they're
for Byrd.
Probably have her coming down towards the ball right here. Let's see if she gets a screen.
And also good pass to Rowe. Rowe with two. Excellent out of bounds play by Coach Dooley and the Flyers. Smith with the steal. He's got a lane to the basket. Good job by Silas to recover and get the block.
Back. That was a good job hustling back to take away that layup.
Gets into Rapolo. Good move by Emma Smith down to Rowe. Rowe gets it up off the front of the rim. A good hustle by Rapolo to cause a jump ball. It'll stay with the Flyers.
With the Flyers. So again, staying down on this end of the floor for a while now. Good way to end the quarter here.
And Smith puts it up. Gets the friendly bounce. That extends the lead 29-13 with a minute 25 to go here in the first half.
Got to say the rim has been very kind on that end of the floor.
I believe you installed those about 20 years ago. Good pass to Rushing in the inside. Unfriendly bounce. Another jump ball, and that'll stay with Byrd. Silas for three. Off the back of the rim. Corralled by Savannah Smith. Smith out to Emma Smith. And they'll get her with the travel. Rushing gets the rebound, misses it. Brought in by Franklin. She off the back iron. Caught by Emma Smith, and they throw it out of bounds. They'll stay with Byrd.
Couple of good looks for Byrd right there. Now, of course, you don't want them to feel good about getting a score here. So if you can get a stop, maybe another score, it's going to be who's got a little bit of momentum going into the locker room.
Bell and Smith, that'll be our third foul. So 3 fouls for Savannah Smith and Maddie McIntyre. And that'll send Brooke Bell to the line.
One foul actually on them.
I don't know if that's accurate.
Well, Coach Dooley's not making a move. I would definitely, if she had 3, I think she would definitely be getting her out.
You're right. Trina Simmons has 2 fouls.
Simmons with 2, yeah.
It's 1 for Savannah.
Thanks to our crack staff for getting that information to us.
Bell hits 1 of 2. So the Flyers can theoretically hold for the final shot here in the first half. Alsop into Rowe. Rowe's going to take it herself. The block. But good hustle by Alsop. Back to Savannah Smith.
Get control. Well,
Smith drains it. It's a long two.
I say you may want to hold it, but as long as you make it, they're all good.
Emma Smith with the long two. The Flyers up 31-14 or under 10 seconds. And Byrd is bailed out.
Wow. 0.1 seconds left. That's a tough one right there.
And Kennedy Franklin taking it to the baseline is fouled, believed by Emma Smith. And she'll shoot two here to end the first half.
Of course, that's why you like to take that time when you're in to try not to give them any opportunities.
And she gets the first to go.
Just throw it in. Not much you can do with 0.1.
So the Flyers have a commanding 31-16 lead at the half. It's been the speed of the Lady Flyers and the Emily Rowe show down low. She leads the Flyers in scoring.
I mean, what will Byrd do? What kind of adjustment will they make? Obviously, when you're down by 15 and you've only scored 16, you've got to figure out something where you're going to be able to put some points on the board. So I'm sure they'll continue the pressure, but they do have to make an adjustment. Can't allow the Flyers just to get it down to Emily because, we've already seen she's able to get the shot at the block. They've been playing behind her, which, again, that just allows that free pass, and I'm sure Coach Dooley's going to make note of that as well. She's going to say, look, unless they're going to stop us, let's keep doing the same thing. I expect the Flyers to keep up the pressure. You don't want to stop doing anything. You don't want to get complacent. So I would think that they're going to come back out rested. And, again, this, against Byrd, they've got that extra motivation. So they're not going to be too tired when they come back out here.
Yeah, Emily Rose, 17 points in the first half. You're watching Loyola Lady Flyers basketball on LCP TV. We'll be right back.
Strike one. I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike two. I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike three. Wow, I'm the greatest pitcher in the world. Yes!
Optimism. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back to LCP TV. At halftime, the Loyola Lady Flyers lead the Byrd Lady Yellow Jackets 31-16. I'm Mark Carmody, joined by Coach Kyle Tanner. We're here with the head coach of the Loyola boys basketball team, Ben Sean Farber Jr. Ben, how you doing?
Doing well. How are y'all?
Good. Give us a kind of a first month of the season recap for your basketball team.
Well, I mean, we've spent a lot of time preparing for this season, and I think we've started off a little slow. We're giving up a few too many offensive rebounds, turning it over a little bit too much, but we're getting good looks. We just got to stay consistent, stick to the program. What we're doing, it is working. We just got to make a few more shots. And like I said, just keep control of the ball a little bit better, and we'll be fine going down the stretch.
All right, Coach, we've talked about it with the girls' game, and you can give us a perspective from the boys' game. Playing against Byrd is always a big game. How do you control the talk, some of the things that go on pregame? Maybe the emotions are a little bit high. We talked about how this is a rivalry game, just like Duke, North Carolina, Boston, Celtics, Lakers. So how does this compare?
Well, they don't call it the Battle of Line Avenue for nothing. But, in all seriousness, I mean, we just try to reassure our players that don't make it personal. If you make it personal, then you're going to get emotional, and you're going to let your emotions get the better of you. So we just got to make sure that the first few minutes, the crowd's going to be into it, and we just got to play hard on defense and let that kind of settle us in on offense.
The Byrd Jackets, what kind of offense do they run? What are you trying to exploit in the matchups tonight?
I think offensively they usually run like a motion offense, so I think defensively we just got to make sure we talk and communicate. When the shot goes up, we got to get a body on every person. We can't let anybody get through, and if we do those things, we should be successful.
Now coming up, of course, you've got Byrd tonight. What's coming up as far as tournament-wise? Where can the Flyer fans see you next as far as things are concerned?
Well, we'll be back in action on Friday night at Captain Shreve, which will be a tough one for both the boys and the girls. But then after that, next week we'll be in Minden starting on Wednesday, and that's an actual bracket play tournament, not pool play. So if you lose 2, you're out, but it's a 2-game guarantee. So after that, we'll have Woodlawn before we go for Christmas break, and then we'll be off until the Doc Edwards tournament.
Now, and you bring that up, it's an actual bracket play tournament, and those are almost becoming obsolete at this point. Is that a little bit more exciting for you and the team when you see that? You see a bracket that you can keep you advance, and you've got an opportunity there.
No, most definitely, and it kind of gives you a good look at what it's going to be like, moving forward during the playoffs, and you kind of get that, like you said, win and you move on. You're trying to get that win in advance mentality of, every game counts, and we want to take it for granted even though it's December, but just preparing for everything's preparation for February.
So kind of like the Maui Invitational, are you guys like Chaminade in the bracket, or how is it seeded? How is that determined?
Well, I wouldn't say we're like Chaminade. If we were like Chaminade, then Minden would have scheduled us first. But we did not get that luxury. They put us on the opposite side of the bracket, so I look at that as a positive thing because we did beat them last year, and I think they wanted to avoid an upset early round. So I'm looking at that as a compliment, and so hopefully we can ensure that we keep winning.
Now, of course, we kind of ask you to put the clipboard down at this point. You're also the athletic director, and there's some things that have, I know I've been hearing around campus and things that I wanted to talk to you about. And one of them was the fact that, you just got through with the FCA volleyball faculty versus students game. And currently the faculty are on a 4-game losing streak going back to last year. Now, as athletic director, normally you're focused on the athletes as far as students. Does your attention need to turn towards the athletic ability of some of the faculty?
Well, I don't want to get into too many details there. I don't want to make any of the faculty mad, but there have been discussions, within the group of do we go with 2 teams moving forward, one that's just for fun, and then the other team that's more competitive so that we can actually have a better showing against the students, which, personally I would be in favor for, but I'm no longer leading FCA, so I don't really get a say in that. But I would be all for having a competitive team and, a non-competitive team. I think the students would enjoy it too, seeing a true faculty versus faculty game. It's supposed to be for fun anyways, but we do get competitive, and we are on a losing streak right now, and we need to correct this. Dodgeball's coming up. After we get back from the break, we're going to bounce back. The students are not going to know literally what hit them, so it's going to be fun.
Some pretty tough words there coming into the dodgeball tournament from Coach Tom Farber. But I guess that's the attitude you come with when you've lost 4 in a row.
I mean, any concern with this losing streak that there may be a change at the top?
Well, that's always a possibility. I think that, I've kind of passed the torch on to Sherrod Lewis. So I think, we get a little bit younger, fresher blood in the scene, and I think, he's going to do a great job. And, I think we've already made that change, so.
Well, I do hate to go back, but you're talking about passing the torch on and who's at the top. But you're the athletic director. Where does everything fall? FCA sponsor or athletic director?
I think that falls under, since it's a club, that would fall under the other admin at the school's jurisdiction, not necessarily my jurisdiction. Even though it is an athletically focused club, I think that would fall more with Mr. LeBlanc. So, we did have a conversation, and he just said, hey, look, you've lost 3 in a row. We think it's time to make a change. Even though we went the previous year 3-0, so, I tried to plead my case, but he just wasn't having it.
I think jurisdictions are always open to interpretation, but when I was thinking of changing, like passing of the torch, maybe you go with the guy that's won 241 games as a head basketball coach, a guy that's a proven winner, a proven leader, maybe somebody that's sitting to my left.
That was a thought. However, he has expressed, extreme disinterest in anything to do with athletics. I was shocked that he's here tonight. He's hung it up, and he says he's not coming back. No matter how hard we try, no matter how sweet we try to make the deal, he says he's done. He's enjoying seeing his kids, and I don't blame him for that. But it would have been a smart move, absolutely. But we felt like we wanted to go in a different direction, a younger direction. Which I think will be good, and good for Sherrod to get that experience.
Well, yeah, I think I'd love to be able to say more, but with negotiations going on, I feel that this is not the forum that we should address these things. Now, we're getting ready to start the second half. Coach Sean Farber, you got a pretty good crowd here, and I don't know if you were watching most of that first half. You're up by 15. What's the game plan? Stay with what you've done the first half, or do you make any adjustments? Yeah,
no, absolutely. I think you try to do more of the same. You try to stay aggressive. You don't want to take your foot off the gas pedal. And I'd like to see the Lady Flyers get out here and get this thing up to over 20 points, here in the first few minutes, and I think they'd be really rolling then.
All right, we just want to thank Coach Sean Farber coming in to visit. He will, of course, receive the complimentary gift basket for all of our guests. And now we return to action on the floor.
The Flyers controlling the second half. Miss a few good opportunities to score there. And Silas will bring it across half court. Franklin for 3, off the back of the backboard. Rapeau with the rebound, gets into Smith, and she's got numbers to Rowe. Rowe will lay it in for 2. Oh, just misses it. The golden opportunity missed.
You just got to shake that off, get back, play defense. You're going to get another opportunity, so you can't worry about that one.
Silas gets around the left side where she wants to go. Good defense by McIntyre, and there's that same set that they continue to run as Rushing lays in for 2.
And that's where they scored at least 6 points that way, so a third of their points. But of course, they're going to try to extend the pressure here.
Simmons, a clear path to the lane, puts it up and gets it to go. Here comes that pressure. Smith with the deflection.
It looked like Byrd had numbers, chose to back it out.
Salas with the air ball. Rowe brings it in. Gets it to Smith. McIntyre for 3. Just a little short.
Maybe one. I think you're going to get that shot. Maybe one that you just kind of move the ball a little bit and see what you can get.
McIntyre with the defense, playing with 3 fouls. Gets it to Franklin. Franklin all the way to the brim. She'll shoot 2.
Yeah, you could kind of see that lining up right there. She was going to go to the basket, and if Emily slides over, maybe gets in there, but then that opens up that backside pass. So you've got to get somebody to protect that backside as well.
Franklin gets the first to go.
She's the one you don't want to put on the line. She's knocked down, a few here.
Simmons brings it up. She'll take it all the way herself. Unfriendly bounce. Rowe gets it up. She'll shoot 2 after the foul by Rushing.
Yeah, once you break that first wave of pressure, I mean, if you can just handle the ball, get it down the floor, again, you're going to have numbers and opportunities. Of course, I think if you're Byrd, you've got to be thinking, this quarter, we need to trim this lead. We need to get it to a single-digit lead so it's kind of manageable and you can put a little bit of pressure on Loyola. If Loyola can just maintain, it's going to make it really tough on Byrd in the fourth quarter.
Emily can't get those 2 to go. But if you're Coach Dooley, the Flyers have gotten some really good looks here to start the third quarter. Just haven't been able to see them go down the basket. Silas for 3, gets it to go, and that's her second 3 of the evening.
Well, there's one person who can hit threes, and you've got to be aware of who's shooting. And that's one of those things. You hit a 3, that's going to energize them and get them really going. So now Loyola needs to respond at this point.
The timeout taken by Coach Dooley.
Yeah, I think you can sense she didn't want that 3 to spark something for the Yellow Jackets. So she's going to just talk to them and say, look, one girl out there has hit a couple of 3s. Maybe we want to get up on her and not give her a free look. Always a great thing when you have the competition between the cheerleader tumbling groups as they go through. I'm going to say Loyola may have come out on top on that one.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we're going to have a good response next time out from the Yellow Jackets. Of course, the Loyola fans have started to really kind of fill up this side of the gym. It looks like Byrd, a few more people have come in. So hopefully, especially by the time the boys game, we'd love to see this place packed.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Smith down to Rowe. Good post move, gets it up, and just a little too strong. Franklin will bring it down. Get it back into the hands of Silas, the freshman guard for Byrd. Good bounce pass to Rushing. That's the hoop and the harm. Rushing will have an and-one opportunity. Again, that same play over and over again for the Yellow Jackets.
That's what happens. Anytime you're able to get dribble penetration, that opens up everything on the floor, and it's just a matter of finding that open girl.
So like you said, now the lead is back to single digits.
Well, it's a momentum switch, and now Loyola has to. Wow, that would have.
Good defense by McIntyre.
But
again, that was
kind of dodged something there because they had an opportunity to make that a 4-point possession down here.
Oh. Silas for 3. That's a little too strong. So missed opportunity by Byrd.
So here's an opportunity to switch momentum here.
Smith will slow it down. McIntyre trying to get it down to Emily. Good defense by Rushing. I'll turn it over to Byrd. So you're seeing some better defense by Rushing on Emily.
Well, they're trying to
make
push
it go
her,
over the top.
Kind of push her off her spot. If you can get, any post player, if you can kind of push them off that block, they get a little less comfortable with their shot. Wow, I'm a little surprised they had that backside again. She chose actually not to pass it that time.
So another turnover by the Lady Flyers.
This is one of those you have to weather the storm a little bit, and you've got seniors out there, which is a good thing.
Polo with the rebound. There's
They get
their
the foul. So I believe you had Byrd score, 6 straight? And now it's kind of hit a lull right now. It's just who's going to get that next basket.
Savannah Smith gets it to Rhodes. And Smith off the back of the rim. Rushing brings it down. Smith will pick up her 2.
Yeah.
Second foul.
She's showing that she had her hands up, but you got to watch the body as well. That's what the official was looking for there.
Good defense by Rapolo to get the steal. It's like they're going to get a...
Had to call something there.
Yeah. They're going to get the foul call. Simmons holds it, jump ball, and that'll give it back to Byrd.
So it's kind of this last couple of minutes you've seen, a lot of turnovers, and again,
yeah, a lot of turnovers, and Lady Flyers fortunate that Byrd hasn't really been able to capitalize.
Well, there's another turnover, and that's what you're seeing right now.
McIntyre into Smith. Simmons to McIntyre.
Good ball movement.
Good job by Silas to recover there.
That was a good look. She was open. It's just, that slight hesitation allowed for that defensive recovery there.
Smith down to Emily. Emily gets the shot up and in. So that stops a little bit of the momentum that Byrd had built. And they turn it over.
Yeah, now you've got a great opportunity here to kind of seize it back.
Rowe gets to the left hand, gets it up, and unfriendly roll, but Smith's there. Iron was unkind on that possession for the Flyers.
Well, we talked about it on the other end. Now it's a little different on this end.
Franklin gets it across half court. Back to Silas. Run a horn set.
Yeah.
Looks like she dribbled it off her foot. Should be Lady Flyer basketball.
I'm not sure what he saw over there. Maybe, of course, we don't have the best angle over here.
Also, we'll check in for Smith to give her a breather.
So the last 2 minutes, I think these are going to be big one way or the other.
Franklin around the right side is going to take it all the way to the basket. Good block by Simmons. Back to Silas from about 15 feet. No good. Emily Rowe with the rebound.
Ooh.
Throws it right back to Silas. And Alsop with the steal. To McIntyre. Alsop down to Rowe. Rowe with the shot. Can't get it to go, and rushing with the rebound.
Ooh. Great opportunities there to extend the lead.
Bell will slow it down and put it in the hands of Silas. Silas. And Alsop will pick up the foul.
Right, just minute 11 left in the quarter. So, love to get a stop here.
Bell takes it around the right side. Dumps it into rushing, and that'll be foul on Emily Rowe.
Round on that one. Savannah Smith coming back in the game.
So Byrd in the bonus, rushing. Actually, they get her in the shot. It says maybe 2 shots.
On the 5th foul.
Iron's unkind on that free
all
throw.
The way down and just pop back out. So really, really good break there for Loyola.
So on the 5th foul, it's automatic 2 shots.
If I had my rules, I didn't brush up on my. I didn't get the handbook this year like usual.
Well, this is the first high school basketball game I've called in 8 years, so I'm a little behind as well. Iron's unkind again, and Simmons brings it down. Smith to also. Also from about 17 feet. Simmons with the rebound. Out to Smith for 3. Got it!
There it is.
Big 3 by Savannah Smith. And McIntyre almost with the steal.
And of course, if you're Byrd, that's the last thing you want to have happen at the end of the quarter. You had brought it down under 10. Now it's extended back out to 14.
And that woke up the crowd, too. Size around the left side. Good steal by Alsop. And she'll slow it down.
Go ahead and hold it.
To Rapolo. Rapolo. It's a little short. McIntyre would almost with the save, and there'll be 13 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Coach may have wanted her to just hold the ball for the last 13 seconds and get one shot, but they did have a couple of good looks there.
Silas will get it into Bell. He's rushing wide open underneath. So the Lady Flyers fall asleep. Rushing gets in for 2.
Still
4
have time.
seconds. Also for 3. Just misses. So the Flyers with a 12-point lead at the end of the third quarter.
I think that gives Coach Dooley a little something to go on where they kind of fell asleep, like you said, gave up an easy basket where, once you get up like that, you got to have that mentality. We're not going to give up anything. And now let's watch the Loyola cheerleaders.
So the foul situation for the Flyers seemed to be okay. Emily Rowe picked one up there in the third. I believe that's maybe her second foul. Smith still with the 3. Simmons with 2. And McIntyre with 3. Savannah Smith with 2. And Trina Simmons with 2.
I think right now if you're Byrd, again, you're down by 12. So you made a little bit of a dent, but not enough to make that big of a difference. So you're going to have to really pick up the intensity. There's plenty of time left in the game. And now if Loyola can keep their composure, I think they're obviously in a great situation, up by 12 going into the fourth quarter. But I've been in too many of these games where all of a sudden you get a little frantic, but Coach Dooley will make sure that they keep the calm, level head, and she does have 5 seniors out on the floor right now.
But you're right, though, that the Flyers up 12. Byrd scored the first 6 points, I believe, of the third quarter. So if that were to happen again, you've seen Silas able to make the 3-point shots. She may start chucking them from deep to try to get them back in the game. You're right. You do want to take control early in the fourth quarter.
And the big thing is going to be how long does Emily stay on the bench right now. So you don't have that inside advantage that you've had the entire game. But
Smith out to also we get her with the 2, and Smith a little slow to get up. Looks like she banged knees.
Of course, with Savannah, you're always worried. She came off that ACL injury, after her freshman year. And that she took her a long time to recover, all the complications she had with that. Yeah. So, I think anytime you see that, you get a little nervous, but it looks like she may have just banged it. I think she's going to be all right. But that does take basically your point guard off the floor right now. So if you're Byrd, this is your time. You've got to make something happen right now.
Good steal by McIntyre. They get it away. Silas, she's got a lane to the basket. And she gets it to go. Well, so that cuts the lead to 10. And here comes the Byrd pressure.
Now, who's going to take charge right now? And that'll go to Byrd.
Ball into Kimberly. Kimberly all the way to the basket, and she'll be fouled by McIntyre, and that'll be number 4.
This is not what you want to see them just get a free dribble all the way down the floor and then eventually draw the foul. They actually had a girl deep, just not able to make that pass. But Savannah Smith coming back into the game, I think that's going to make a big difference and hopefully calm down the Flyers.
So she'll spell McIntyre, who picked up her 4th foul.
See, we have a discussion with the officials right now. Seems like and they're ready to play. Here we go.
They figured it out. Into Bell, and it goes off her hands out of bounds. So another turnover.
And that's one Byrd will really look back at, where you had an opportunity to cut it under 10. Now here comes Loyola up the floor.
Alsop into Simmons. Simmons back to Alsop. Good pass. Oh. Good look to Smith, but right off of Rapolo's shoulder.
Yeah, I think Rapolo, do what you normally would do. You see the ball coming, you stick out your arm, and that's.
You get the ball off of Covington, and it'll go out of bounds. Back to the Flyers.
That's just Byrd just struggling, just to even get the ball in, and that's, the Flyers maintain that pressure.
Also, right in front of the three-point line, a little short. Kimberly with the rebound. Back to Silas. Silas throws it off at Trina Simmons.
She did have her for a second, and then, Trina's able to get back just to knock the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Covington right there under the basket.
Hanging on to that 10-point lead.
Silas to Kimberly for 2. Misses it. Rapolo with the rebound. Back to Burford also.
Wow, thought she had a
one-on-one opportunity. Down to Rapolo. Back to Alsop. Long 2. Doesn't get the roll. It should be fired ball.
It looked like it was off the. Oh, wait a minute. We may have. Oh, okay. I thought the other official may have come in with a correction, but that didn't happen.
Smith almost to steal. Bell to Augustine. Augustine can't get it to go. Almost taken away by Smith.
Go to the Flyers.
Going to jump ball.
Oh, wait, is he going to call
Actually,
a foul?
call a foul.
Yeah, we had a jump ball from the official on our right side. But no, they're going to get the foul.
This will be number 3 on Savannah Smith.
Still a lot of time. You still got over 6 minutes. So with all the stoppages, it's just made it kind of a longer ball game here. Oh, and there's a turnover there. It's going to call the offensive foul.
Yeah, it's going to get Augustine with the offensive foul. Also, the Simmons back up to Allsup for three. Short, and Brooke Bell will bring it down for the rebound.
Now both teams really struggling to score at this point.
Augustine can't get it to go. Good rebound.
They're going to have a travel on that.
Isabel Burford with the rebound, but traveled as she's fallen to the ground.
That was a free look at a layup, and fortunately for the Flyers, it just rolled off.
Bell for three. That'll be short. Augustine with the rebound. Gets it up.
That's a travel, yeah. So really, they've had a lot of opportunities here.
Isabel Burford brings it all the way down the lane. Dumps it off. Tried to dump it off to Rapolo. They get it to Covington.
They've got somebody down the floor. She doesn't see her.
Open. That should be another travel.
I saw a few steps. Now, I was blocked, but she was moving, and I didn't hear the ball hit the floor. So
that's twice that Bell's had a wide open Lady Yellow Jacket underneath the basket, and it's just not kept her eyes down the court.
Yeah, it's so important to be able to see the floor, and that's what I think, being able to dribble, handle the ball. If you can see the floor, you're going to get those easy opportunities.
Augustine gets the first to go.
It does now cut the lead down to 9, so mentally it's just that double-digit or single-digit lead does seem to make a difference.
Smart. Augustine gets it up again. Gets it to go, so a 3-point possession.
So now that's what Byrd wants. So there's now a little bit of pressure on Loyola as it's become a 7-point game. Going to be interested to see how long does Emily Rose stay on the bench at this point.
Awesome. Good pass to Burford. They're going to get her with the travel. So under 5 minutes here in the fourth quarter, and Byrd has cut the deficit to 7. Should be a 5-second call.
Timeout over there by the coach.
And Coach Tate with the timeout. So
yeah, that was really close. I think you had it. I think he was about to call or blow the whistle for the 5-second count. But a good timeout by Coach Tate. And again, 7-point game. So this is they hit a 3. All of a sudden, you're looking at a couple of possessions.
Yep.
But if you can keep the scoring drought, if you can keep them from scoring for a minute and a half, very hard to come back at this point.
Yep. And you're right. Maddie McIntyre and Emily Rowe have been on the bench here for the majority of the fourth quarter. So be curious to see when they're inserted back into the lineup.
Well, and they both have, I believe, 3 fouls as you're looking at that. So you do have a foul to get. I guess if you get it down to 4 minutes, you feel pretty comfortable with that. So that may be what Coach Dooley is looking at.
Yeah. So we'll see what.
Unfortunately, the Lady Jackets have not been able to capitalize on getting the ball in bounds and taking advantage of some of the people who are deep out here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Tate of Byrd draws up here to try to break this pressure. Flash to the middle. Covington has it. Up to Silas. Silas to the basket. Can't get it to go. Augustine gets it to go. No, he misses it.
Wow.
Brought down by Burford.
Just 2 point blank right there.
Yep.
So that may be something you look back at right there. So now just get control. Run a little clock right now.
Simmons to Smith. Smith from 15. Got it.
It is. That's a big bucket right there.
He extends the lead out to 9. Salas all the way to the basket. Gets it up and in. Trading baskets here in the fourth quarter as we get close to under 4 minutes. It looks like McIntyre and Rowe are coming back to the scorer's table.
Yeah, I thought that 4-minute mark would be the.
And also dribbles it off for Shoe.
Now you feel comfortable. You've got the lineup you want in there right now.
So McIntyre and Rowe in for Alsop and Burford. And stolen by Smith. Smith gets it in.
Smith with the 2 big baskets so far this quarter. Another turnover. I'd say Flyers have regained the momentum at this point. And you're going to get a timeout. Coach Tate knows that the momentum has obviously switched. How often do you see that? You get an opportunity for an easy basket to cut the lead, and then all of a sudden, Loyola goes for four quick points, and now we've extended back out to a 9-point game. 3:48 to left. Pressure's really on Byrd to maximize every possession here.
Was it did those 2 baskets? I thought they would be up by 11. I thought it was a 7-point. Did they get it? Did they cut it to 5?
I don't think they ever did cut it to 5. Now it's just a matter of, if we look back, I don't know if we can go back on replay. I'll get with the producer to see if we can do that.
Those are 4 quick points.
We seem to be the only ones who have noticed anything. So.
We could be completely wrong, but I thought that 4 points put it to an 11-point lead. But we'll see if Emily can cut it to an 11-point lead. Not that bad. That's a terrible call.
I think we're going to get a correction. We're going to get a correction right here. That's what you like to see. The official come in and they're going to discuss it. Yeah, he saw what we saw and he made the correction. That's good officiating right there.
McIntyre right into Rowe. Rowe with the foul and 2.
Now you got to feel pretty good about your chances right now.
Great out of bounds play and good look from McIntyre to Rowe. Can't get the free throw to go. And that may be 5 on McIntyre. Or maybe they'll get it on Smith.
But again, last thing you need is a foul down here to stop the clock and get them closer to actually shooting free throws. You just don't want that clock to stop. 3:37 left. The clock is your friend. Let it run.
Ball still bouncing around.
I actually thought I had heard a whistle, but
McIntyre for 3 off the front of the iron. I thought I heard a whistle there too.
This is also a time, you've got to keep your head. You got to think, what is the situation out there on the floor? Straight up. Let that clock run. Let them pass the ball around on the outside.
Ball stolen by Simmons. Simmons wisely brings it out. And that'll be number 5 on McIntyre. And she's in some pain.
Not sure exactly what she hit there. So Coach Julie wants to get this game started again, so she just goes ahead and picks her up and takes her off the floor. I think Coach Julie's ready for the clock to start again.
Yeah.
Again, here it is. You put them on the line. really that's the only way they have a chance to get back in this game is by fouls, shooting free throws, and that's where you got to be a little bit smarter.
Kennedy Franklin can't get the first to go.
Make sure you're blocking out. Do not give them any free opportunities here.
Bell with the miss.
That's a foul.
Good rebound by Savannah Smith. And Augustine will pick up the foul.
Yeah, that's got to be 5 fouls, so they'll take their time making the substitution here.
That's rushing. I've been calling her Augustine, I think, for the entire second half.
Our apologies.
Yeah, our apologies. She's played a great game. Also, dangerous pass, but Smith brings it in to Rapolo. Rapolo misses. Smith gets it back to Rowe.
There's the foul. Savannah having a discussion with her dad over there in the corner.
Trey Smith, who I used to watch play basketball for the Flyers back in the day. Another missed free throw.
Just
by
a reminder,
Rome.
the Lady Flyers will be in action again at Captain Shreve on Friday.
Rowe gets the second to go.
They will go for the 1-5-8 sweep.
Simmons with the steal. Oh! See what the call is.
They're going to sort this out.
It's like
I believe they just went with a jump ball.
Yeah, I believe that's the call.
It was just an aggressive jump ball.
Yep.
That's what you like to see. You get your hands on the ball and try to get it away from them.
Also down the row. Can't get it to go. The Bell brings it down.
Let's see. I've got he was going to call a travel, but I think we had a jump ball maybe on the other side. They're going to have a discussion.
Yeah.
It's getting really chippy out there.
The Flyers with a 12-point lead. 2 minutes to go. No, it's just Smith with another steal to Rapolo. Rapolo gets down to also back to Rapolo.
And a timeout.
A wise timeout by Coach Dooley there.
Yeah, I think, again, I would certainly be reminding my players, look at the clock, look at the score. Let's think situation, because these are the times in the season where you learn from these things, because you're going to need to think about that when you're in district play and you have the same type of situation. Don't give them an opportunity to get back. Let the clock run. Let's play keep away a little bit. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the fact that you're up by 12 with 2:07 left in the game, and see if we can hold on to that ball for about a minute.
Right.
Because they're going to have to chase the entire time, and if you can get good passing, they can't catch up because they're going to be doubling the ball. Somebody's going to be open. It's just one of those drills you do every day in practice, and it's always trying to get those kids to buy into the fun part of it, actually. Or you just lob it up to Emily right here and score too if you want to go with that. Let's see if she comes down off the screen.
Right there.
Right.
And she got the foul.
Okay, well, we get the foul.
Yeah, she's played a fantastic game tonight, over 20 points.
Yeah, and I think you knew it going in. That was going to be the big part of it was how are they going to deal with her size, and they really didn't have an answer as far as how to stop that. And really, the only time that we had the lull was when she was on the bench,
Right.
in foul trouble. Now, she made free throws.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can nitpick tonight
right,
from her game. She may be approaching 30 points if some of these free throws have fallen. Gets the second one to go down.
Okay, so
Extend the lead up.
13-point lead.
Correct.
You've got 2 minutes left.
Smith with another steal.
Jump ball, that's going to go to Loyola. Yeah, if you're Byrd, you have to have a sense of urgency right now. I mean,
Right.
you don't have time to, go around on the perimeter. You've got to attack the basket. You're going to be shooting free throws if you would just attack and stopping the clock. That's where I would try to tell my team, hey, we've got to go at them.
Turnover. Silas for three. Rowe brings it down.
Just get it across and, let's take our time.
Good pass. Oh, and one.
There you go. Just a reminder, following our game will be the boys. So another great matchup.
We'll turn it over to the professionals.
Yeah, we will turn it over to Collier White and Connor Casano for the call of that game. And the Flyers will look to make it a sweep.
Kimberly fouls out. And they'll bring back Kennedy Franklin into the game. Actually, no, they'll bring in number 12, Brianna Gilmer.
Yeah, I think, like you said, if you make some of those free throws, you got 30 points tonight.
Savannah Smith doing a great job of keeping the ball away from Silas. A little ticky-tack foul here with 1:02 to go.
Let's see if Coach Dooley. Yeah. Seeing if she was going to bring anybody else in. I think she wants to keep those seniors in for a little bit longer.
So that should close the book on Emily Rose night. Fantastic night down low for the Flyers, over 20 points. Some big rebounds. Sharia Wise gets it to go. Another freshman that Coach Tate has. The freshmen for Byrd have actually, I thought, played pretty well tonight.
Yeah, and like I said, they had to redo their lineup after losing so many players last year. So, of course, they've got one of the toughest districts, in the state, dealing with Parkway, Airline, Southwood, Captain Shreve, all of those schools. So, Houghton. So it's going to be a tough year for them, but I think it's going to be a learning experience, and you just want your young players to really learn from all of these, these difficult games.
So Flyers just stalling out, letting the clock go down. Under 30 seconds.
And that's what you do. You play keep away.
Looks like they're finally going to get the foul call. 14
get
seconds.
The foul. I mean, I think if you're going that strategy, maybe try it a little earlier, but So the Flyers, they'll pick up their second win of the year. And have bragging rights for a year.
Right. The Battle of Line Avenue is, I guess that's what the official name of it is.
Coach Schonfarber did give it that way. But of course, you know, throughout the years, I'm sure businesses have shut down all down Line Avenue. As I know business owners, being the Christmas season, they'd rather schedule it at a different time, so you take all these people out of the shopping mode. But hopefully the Flyers, they'll be in a good mood and hit the stores right after.
Simmons hits 1 of 2.
And we'll count it down.
So that should do it. The Flyers will pick up a 49-35 victory over the Byrd Lady Yellow Jackets.
There it is. That's the final. Loyola 49, Byrd 35.
Any final thoughts?
I thought it was a really good win for Loyola. That's one of those things that it's a rivalry game, so it means a little bit more. And being early on in the season, hopefully this gives them a little bit of momentum. You hit the holidays, you got tournaments, so you're going to still have a lot of games coming up. But this is one that they can definitely build on. I think they know they've got something on the inside with Emily. If they can take care of the turnovers, because that was early on, that's what stopped them from scoring, was just being able to take care of the ball. Once they got past the pressure, got into an offense, then they were able to take advantage.
Yeah, I was very impressed by the speed of Smith, Alsop, and McIntyre, you know, that backcourt for the Flyers. Like you said, if they can limit the turnovers, they got a chance to put up a lot of points with those fast breaks, with Emily kind of coming from behind.
Yeah, and you think about it, you know, Byrd did put a little bit of pressure on him in the fourth quarter. Savannah comes up with a couple of big shots and kind of stems the tide. And that's great when you see a senior be able to do that, to kind of take the momentum back. And that's what you want. You want to see people step up in those situations, because that's where you learn and that's where you're going to grow from it.
Well, the Flyers pick up a huge victory in the battle for Line Avenue. For Coach Kyle Tanner, I'm Mark Carmody. Thanks for watching Loyola Lady Flyers basketball on LCP TV.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. We came a long way. That's what the song say. And I could do all things. I could do all things. Yeah, I could do all things. Yeah. We came a long way. That's what the song say. And I could do all things. I could do all things. I can do all things. Yeah. I'm not afraid of the moment. I'm not afraid, I can't hold it. I gotta show 'em. Gotta get up in the morning. I gotta do it for Kobe. Lately I'm zoning. Lately I know where I'm going. Taking whatever control it. Show me opponents. Show me opponents. I got a gift and I'm starting to own it. Yeah. We came a long way. And that's what the song say. And I can do all things. I can do all things. Yeah, I can do all things. Yeah. We came a long way. And that's what the song say. And I can do all things. And I can do all things. And I can do all things. Yeah. We came a long way. And that's what the song say. And I can do all things. I can do all things. I can do all things. Yeah. We came a long way. And that's what the song say. And I can do all things. I can do all things. I can do all things. Yeah. We came a long way. And that's what the song say. And I can do all things. I can do all things. Man, I can do all things. Yeah.
Hey Flyers, I'm Ravi Ahuja and welcome back to the Flyer Minute. Today is Faith, and Faith has been working really hard. Ms. Hemail and some of our Faith Flyers tell us what has been going on behind the scenes.
It's Faith Day, and we worked so hard to get to this point. Yesterday, Sunday afternoon, we unloaded the 18-wheeler, which for the first time was full from end to end. We have upped what we're putting in the baskets. Last year, we only put 9 different products. This year, we're putting 14 different products in the baskets. And we filled 500 baskets last night, and then came this morning to unload the bread and ham and get all the other baskets filled. It's going to be a great day. We're very excited. Everything has gone so well. The students have been absolutely amazing.
My job was counting and taping all of the charity baskets, and we're really excited. We're all ready to package and put all the food in it tomorrow.
Cameron and I worked together, and we came up with really efficient systems of being able to separate all of the things that we're going to put into the baskets.
Thank you for your hard work. I'm Ravi Ahuja, and that's all for this Flyer Minute.
Okay, let's move on to the artery. Perfect. What's next?
A Band-Aid?
Thanks, Andy. You always know just what my heart needs.
The best heart care makes you feel at home.
You look ready for some good news.
That's why at Christus, you always know your heart's in the right place and the right hands. To learn more, visit christushealth.org/myheart.
I've grown up in the Catholic school system, and I've absolutely loved it. It's been very intimate, and I've been able to stay close with God. And coming to Loyola, I knew that it was a faith-based school, and it has proven to be amazing. We go to Mass every week, and I participate in Mass, and we have confession every week, and it allows me to really stay close to God.
Loyola has really great faculty that make sure the students understand what they're learning, and I'm really glad that Loyola has presented many opportunities for me in the future, and I know that the academic challenges that I learn here at Loyola will help me and benefit me in the future.
I chose to come to Loyola because my brother came here, and I saw the amazing school and the academics that came along with this school. And I also wanted to come and play soccer here, and I knew that this school would give me the best path on my goal to getting to become a veterinarian. And it's just been an amazing experience so far, and I can't wait to finish my following years here.
The support that I get from my teammates and coaches have really encouraged me to do my best in my sport.
We are Barbecue Jazz!
This is my second year at Loyola as chaplain, and I always enjoy journeying with the students as they grow in their spiritual life, as they take advantage of Mass each week, as well as confessions each week, and as they take part in the different faith-based organizations where they reach out to the community or share their faith with each other here at school. I think Loyola is a great environment where students can grow both academically as well as grow spiritually and take care of their souls as well as taking care of their mind. It's really a great environment for students to grow closer to God and to truly know what it is meant to be a Christian.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to LCP TV. You're watching the boys basketball game versus the Byrd Yellow Jackets. I'm here, Collier White, with my great friend and partner on the air, Connor Castano. Connor, how you feeling tonight?
Man, I think this is going to be a great test of basketball. I think a lot of our players are looking great. Eli's feeling good. Trevor's feeling good. This is going to be a good test today.
That's what I like to see. Right now, I think we need to start out with just a little bit of player analysis on the team front. So let's start with Loyola. They're 1-4. Eli Baker, the star player for the Flyers, has an injured labrum. It's torn. He is going to play through. How do you feel about that?
Man, I was texting with him today, and he says, he can't get any worse, but he's feeling confident. Says he's going to battle through it and says he's ready to put up some points tonight.
He's known to fight. He's known to fight. He loves that right hand. And, somebody who loves the left hand is Trevor Cox. Trevor Cox, number 35, he's been a leader on the team for the past 4 years, and he's looking to have a big game with Eli Baker being a little bit more injured today. So how do you think Trevor's going to jump into a more of a leadership role today?
Trevor's not scared to get on the ground. He's not scared to fight for balls. He's not scared to go take it to the hole. So I'm ready to see Trevor put up some points and pick up some slack that Eli might have.
Yeah, I think that's a really big shot. Maybe we'll get to see some freshman playing time from Bryce Restovich. That would be great. I know, he played in a Loyola football game, a couple of them. How do you think he would move into more of a basketball spot? I think he's really good.
Yeah, he's just a tough player. He's got that football grit. He can shoot it from the three. He can take it to the hole. I'm just ready to see how he can take that football grit over to the basketball court.
All right, and on the Byrd front, it looks like we've got about 3 players that we really need to watch for. Number 1 is number 23, Peyton Speckman. Apparently he's a sharp shooter. How do you feel about Loyola's defense against a really good shooter, because we've been known to struggle with that in the past?
Yeah, we have a bunch of tall players that can box out really fast and then close out on those threes, so I'm not worried about our players holding up against a shooter at all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, look like we are about to meet the starting lineups. Stay tuned. You're watching LCP TV.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please join us in a moment of prayer. Here is senior Katie Lister.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes, keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen.
Welcome to the second game of the doubleheader between the Byrd Yellow Jackets and your Loyola Flyers. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visitors from Byrd, record 2 and 4. Head coaches Jalen Bowers, assisted by Lester Bush, Cordarius Wayne, and Antonio Parks. Starting at guard, 5'4", and a freshman, number 0, Jamal Martin. Starting at guard, 6 feet and a junior, number 5, Caden Abraham Miller.
Tell me to move or I'm in the way.
Starting at guard, 6 feet and a sophomore, number 23, Peyton Speckman. Starting at forward, 6 feet and a senior, number 24, DeMonte Stringer. Starting at forward, 6 feet and a freshman, number 35, Arazia Barfield. Everybody up, time to meet the starting lineup. Assisted by Zach Schoenfarber and Joey Van Zandt.
This is looking like a great atmosphere here, Collier. You know, we had a bunch of boos from the Byrd, but a loud cheer from the Loyola student section. So I think we could see, you know, some excitement, to say the least, from our student sections.
I'm not going to lie. The only game that we really have a good showing is Byrd. And sophomore year, when we were sophomores, that was a great show, and that was by far my favorite year. I was a manager on the bench. I got to know everybody that was going through the motions, and it was just insane. So I'm really excited to see what's going on right now with two massive student sections, which you never see in a Shreveport, Louisiana game.
You know, we got Baker here. He's going to use that height. I want to see him get up.
Yeah, we'll see how he jumps. He is a little bit hurt. One thing we also need to address is the injury of one of Byrd's star players, Alex Schoonover. I was really looking forward to a Schoondog versus Weldon Van Norman matchup, you know?
We're going to have to wait for that one.
I know.
Loyola with a big win on tip-off here. A lot of momentum to start the game.
Here we go. Just want to give a quick birthday shout-out
to Caden Lister.
Number 2, Caden Lister. Eli Baker with the ball. Pass out to Caden.
Van Norman for three.
With the 3. No good, no good. Rebound, Eli.
That torn labrum, I mean, not showing in the early parts of this game.
He really does not look affected. He told me he was going to take a steroid shot before the game. Looks like it's working out. Here comes Gavin Brent with the ball, number 11. Junior finally getting that starting position. He's been playing really well. Played really well in that first game against Booker T, which was a 1-point loss. Tough loss for the Flyers there. Eli Baker, that is a foul. And I think it's on Speckman, 23. Nope, never mind. We got a foul on number 35, Arazi Barfield. Gavin Brent with the pass in. Eli Baker right under. And one!
Oh, we didn't get the call there.
Wow.
Great
I'm
finish
surprised
by
they didn't call a foul
Eli.
there.
Great finish by Eli.
How do you feel about that no call, Connor?
You know, he put it up, didn't he? That's what we're looking for. Yeah. Toughness in the paint. He's hurt, but he's taking it to the rim nonetheless.
Let's see. Are they going to count the points? Maybe it was a foul.
Loyola starting off with the full court press early in the minutes.
Wow, birthday boy's getting in there fast.
I like Eli at the front of this press.
I do too. Eli, he has officially been moved up to a guard.
Cage Van Norman with a steal, taking it all the way.
Yep, right
Big
there.
finish, early lead.
Loyola off to
Flyers.
a hot start, something they are not known for. Yeah, Eli Baker, he's finally moved up to a guard permanently. Has a 6'3" build, and he's definitely the biggest person on this team. I really like that move by Coach Schoenfarber.
I like that as well. You know, he can shoot it for being his size, but he can also take it to the rim. So I like this combo.
Yeah, he's really been a great showing in this program for the last 4 years. Coach Schoenfarber, let's talk about him. This is, I think, year 5 back from a year off due to a Florida State coaching job. How do you feel about how he's really built this program?
You know,
really
he's obviously he's coming
Wow.
here.
Wow,
Trevor Cox with a reverse.
Fast timeout.
You know, I think Byrd, he had to call that timeout because momentum was obviously in Loyola's corner there. Big timeout by Byrd.
Let's talk about the coach of Byrd. You know, jack of all trades, Jalen Bowers, Algebra 1 coach, Algebra 1 teacher, assistant football coach, and he's the head basketball coach. That's a lot.
He's covering all the ends there, for
and
sure.
you know, Byrd has gone through a coaching change. They lost their basketball coach in like probably the past 3 years this year. So I think that Bowers has really had to step into this role. I'm really excited to see how
it's
he's gonna do.
It's something new for him, but I think he's going to definitely get his biggest test right here against Loyola.
That's definitely true, definitely true. You know, but that's what we like to see, you know. And another thing that we like to see is a 6-0 start from Loyola.
We do love that.
It's really been led by that full court press. I'm loving this. They call this 25. It is a great press. See this? Trap in the middle. Trevor Cox up to ball.
3v1 here.
Byrd has numbers. Byrd has numbers. All right, now they're back into a zone. Number 24 with the ball. That is DeMonte Stringer. Down
Wide open three here.
There's Speckman. Speckman's in there to stripe it.
Got
Stringer
box
back
out a
with the
little
ball.
better.
That's a rebound for birthday boy Caden Lister. Cage Van Norman has really had to shine as the point guard.
Wow! What a layup by Cage
That is
Van
what we
Norman.
like to see. Wow. Great layup there by Cage Van Norman. 8-0 start by Loyola. That's kind of a shock. All right, foul on Caden Lister.
Unfortunate reach in there. You know, they're pretty iffy, this ref crew, with the reach ins, and I want to see how they take that reffing from girls to boys.
I know. We should talk about a little bit about the girls game. Wow. Emily Rowe, 24 points in the girls game. It was really her show the whole time.
I mean, they just dish it to her, dish it back, and she just, like clockwork, put up the points.
Right.
This is what I'm talking about. The hustle by Trevor Cox. He's not scared to get on the ground and work for his team
at all. Cage Van Norman bringing up the ball, setting up the formation. Pass down.
Nice dish to Eli.
Baker, just short.
Got his own rebound.
That's a foul. It's a foul.
Going in line, shoot 2.
Eli is a fantastic foul shooter. I'll have to say that. He's been shooting it great all season. So, Connor, let's talk a little bit about golf. LSU, man. You're a signee now. You excited?
I'm ready. I'm excited to get down to Baton Rouge. You know, it's a great environment down there, great campus, great university, and it's just got a lot of positives.
There we go. We love to see that. Wow. That is a surprising miss by our star player, Eli Baker. So what type of camaraderie do you expect from the team?
You know, I think there's a lot of positive energy down there, a lot of good vibes. Everybody's super happy about the situation. I think there's only good to come from what's down there.
Well, that's great to hear. Great to hear. Eli Baker makes 2. Looks like we got a foul on Loyola. Number 11, Gavin Brent. It is 9-0. Loyola is up. Speckman will pass it in to Barfield. That's number 5, Abraham Miller.
Defense showed there. Didn't get back, didn't hustle back, but early lead, and there's a lot of great movement by the Loyola team.
Flyers setting up the play. Eli Baker with the ball. Takes a drive, takes a shot. A little short there. Caden Lister off the back of the backboard. One thing that we might need to talk about, Connor, is the St. Mark's team. I mean, the strength of that team has really showed. 8th grade year, 2019 champions. Wow, what is going on right here?
Yeah, you know, back in 2019, coached by the most winningest coach in St. Mark's history.
And in Loyola history.
Coach Willie Jackson. You know, there's a lot of height, a lot of speed, a lot of agility, and a lot of athleticism on that team, and it's definitely a core memory of mine.
Some people call it the best basketball team to ever come out of the Private Schools League of Shreveport, Louisiana. I would say that might be an understatement almost.
You know, I think we really did a great job that season. We went undefeated.
13-0.
13-0, not counting any of our Y League. You know, we went undefeated there as well.
Yes.
Can't brag, but that's a pretty solid season for the St. Mark's Lions.
One of the players that came out of that team, actually 2 of the players, Cage Van Norman and Eli Baker, taking a big role on this Loyola team.
You know,
Cage Van Norman played up. Eli was on the team. He was an 8th grader. And they
really started to shine about sophomore year when he got those minutes in. And Eli came in, a big body, and, you know, that's showing now.
I know. The St. Mark's real legacy shows everywhere. Ethan Barnador is injured. He'll be back in January. 3rd torn meniscus of his life. He's on the bench. He had played great last year. And Easton Baker, star sophomore this year, started the first 2 games. Really had a great showing.
You know, the Baker brothers, honestly, both of them were St. Mark's, were they not?
They were both St. Mark's.
Both St. Mark's Lions. You know, I think there's a lot of good stuff coming out of that program.
Out of that family.
It's a close-knit family at St. Mark's. I will say that.
Yes.
Unfortunate foul there by, was it Lister?
That was by Lister.
Birthday boy, you know.
This is Stringer.
I like the aggression, though. I like the early aggression. We're not here just to play baby ball. We're here to play big boy ball, and I really like that.
That's true. Loyola's got some good size this year, especially against this Byrd team. And I think they're really trying to attack the paint, and they're really trying to play big on defense because that's really their strong suit this year. Stringer at the line. Misses 2. Rebound Brent. back out to Baker.
Both Baker brothers are in.
Easton Baker catches the ball. About half
Easton
court,
taking it all the
puts
way.
It up, just a little off. Eli Baker trying to get the board.
Easton with a rebound. There we go.
Wow,
much needed call there by the ref. There was a lot of hand checks there, and finally got a call to go their way.
Looks like Easton Baker will be shooting too. The Byrd crowd is loud.
No, it really looks like there's about 3 or 4 of them, though. I mean, that back row of Byrd, silent, and Easton buries his first free throw in that noise.
Easton silences the crowd.
I like the showing here from Loyola. We've got,
Yeah.
1 row left? That's awesome. I love the support.
Easton Baker with the second free throw. Easy.
Clockwork for Easton Baker.
Flawless from the line. It's a little miscommunication on that part for Gavin Brent. Darvin.
Nice steal there from Easton. Can recover.
Speckman buries the 3. Wow. We forgot to call in Darvin Murphy and Quentin Hilliard are into the game for the Byrd.
Unfortunate turnover by Eli.
Here comes Murph. Abraham Miller with the ball. Hilliard back to Abraham
I like
Miller.
to see Hilliard taken to the basketball court. Played a lot of golf with him in the younger days, but I like to see him on the court.
He was a good player, and it's really nice to see his athleticism transferring. Bird's definitely going with the small ball lineup right now. Abraham Miller with the ball.
Lots of library ball, lots of passing around.
That's a
Turnover there. Easton Baker recovered.
Eli Baker brings it up. Gavin Brent pops a 3. No good.
Got to get back on D, the Flyers.
Here comes Murph. Pass out to Stringer. Failed charge there. Easton Baker with the rebound. Looks like Bird's got a trap going on. Gavin Brent cannot handle the ball. Easton Baker.
Easton using that jump.
Wow, they got to get it over.
Cage is open on the. Okay, choosing
Easton
to
might
take
take it all the way. Wow. Cage Van Norman.
Big 3 by Cage Van Norman.
Cage Van Norman.
In front of the Byrd crowd. In
That's
front of the Hive.
That is what I like to see.
We love that.
Here comes Murph with the ball after that big 3 by Van Norman. Trevor Cox looking to
Double
check in. Out to Speckman with the 3. Surprised he missed that one. Eli Baker ripped. Still gets the ball back. Passes it out to Van Norman. Van Norman might kick it. No, takes it for himself.
Wow. I love that move by Van Norman.
Wow.
Using those 2 steps around the defender, and the bank was open on that.
I mean, think about that versatility. You make a 3, get a steal, come back, boom, floater off the glass.
Loyola student session absolutely loving what is going on right now.
They are shaking the bleachers right now. The doghouse is rocking.
Hive is silent.
Van Norman's on Murph. Abraham
Baker
Miller
on Hilliard.
Murph got the ball again, out to Hilliard. I really like Bird's jerseys. I like the number that they're going with.
Easton with another rebound. I like that.
That's at least 4, I think. Eli Baker, pass it out. Oh, Abraham Miller with the steal. Turnover for Eli Baker.
Those were, I got to give it to him. Those were good hands. He got up and held on to the ball.
I know, that was a good catch by Abraham Miller. Darvin Murph, number 12. I think he's a sophomore. He's got the ball right now. Here comes Hilliard.
This Byrd team loves passing up top the key. They want that movement. They're trying to find the hole.
They do. I think they're waiting for somebody to get open on the inside.
Lots of off-ball screens.
Off-ball screens, cutting. There's a cut right there. And the Stringer. Eli
did get a hand on it.
Yeah.
He did get a hand on it.
Tyler Moore barely misses. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That concludes the first quarter.
We're gonna send it to commercial. You are watching Flyer basketball on LCP TV.
Okay, let's move on to the artery. Perfect. What's next?
A Band-Aid.
Thanks, Andy. You always know just what my heart needs.
The best heart care makes you feel at home.
You look ready for some good news.
That's why at Christus, you always know your heart's in the right place and the right hands. To learn more, visit christushealth.org/myheart.
Welcome back to Flyer Basketball. You're watching on LCP TV. Good showing there from the cheerleaders.
Yeah, really showing the spirit to this Flyers 16-5 lead over the Byrd Jackets. Sorry, Yellow Jackets. I was thinking Georgia Tech there. The Byrd Jackets.
We can talk about Georgia Tech.
We can talk about Georgia Tech.
They took down Duke recently in
big
men's
basketball game there, upsetting the Cameron crazy fans.
Wow.
Duke Blue Devils really just didn't have their best stuff against their ACC rival.
And they're struggling. They have the #1 recruit in the 2024 class, Cooper Flagg. Have you seen his highlights?
They're pretty spectacular, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. They're crazy. Well, we love to see what's going on right now. Speckman will pass in the ball for Byrd as we kick off the second quarter. 8 minutes to go until halftime. Murph has the ball, number 12. Out to Abraham Miller to Hilliard.
Big steal there by Trevor Cox. Coming in and getting fouled from behind.
Looks like
unfazed.
we're going to pass him from the Flyers.
I love this confidence by Trevor. Not scared to get in there, get his hands dirty, and just rip it away from him when he needs to.
I know, and just like the Flyer student segment was saying, you cannot do that.
You cannot do that.
He got blatantly pushed on that play.
We love to see that from Trevor.
Yes.
Cage Van Norman with the inbound.
We got some motion going on for the Flyers. Out to Trevor Cox. Down to Eli Baker.
Eli Baker's three.
And he buries it.
Eli Baker.
He buries it.
In front of our student section. Flyers do love it.
Can't even feel the torn labrum.
Wow. Another steal. Oh! All the way to the hole.
Wow.
That's 5 in a span of about 10 seconds for Eli Baker.
Wow. Coach Schomburg really did a great job putting him at the top of that press. Got to get back from the Flyers.
Byrd taking this chance to reset after quick hit to their
Jamal Martin
points.
with the ball, and Byrd's got some small guards this year. Jamal Martin, number 0, Darvin Murph, Quentin Hilliard. They're all probably under 5'10". That's kind of a shock. Wow. Pull up from Murph.
Big air ball.
That is
12.
off the mark. And the Loyola crowd's going to let him hear it.
Timeout by Byrd coach. I think he needs to get something going for his team.
I think that's
obviously not looking good.
I think that's definitely a much-needed timeout.
I think Coach Schomburg is going to take this opportunity, keep morale high, and just keep the boys going because they're doing something right now.
I know. And, the way Coach Schomburg likes to look at a game, it's really mathematical. And he really goes into it with a good calculus background. He is my calculus BC teacher. And the way he leads us in class is the way he needs to lead people on the court, on the wood. Looks like we got a cheer off right now. But the Flyers are going to try and come out from this 30-second timeout with some real energy because they really need it.
I love the Baker brothers again. It's just a great duo. They practice together. They know each other's tendencies. I just really love their chemistry on this team and what they bring to the team as well.
They have fantastic chemistry. Really, really great. Both fantastic players, and if Easton's going to lead this program, Eli's already led the program.
That's what we like to see. We like to see Easton Baker being a young one and coming up, playing minutes, starting even, and getting points, rebounds, stats. He's just a beast of a young one, a beast of a player.
Really
Cage
true.
taking it all the way. And one by Cage Van Norman.
Wow. He is not afraid. Looks like we got some deliberation by the refs. Something about a timeout.
Byrd's head coach not happy about
Coach
what call that was.
Coach Schomburg's giving a little smirk right now.
He loves the situation. Let's shout out, just because I just saw some movement over there, the Miami kicker, Abram Murray.
I know.
No,
he's been #1 kicker in the nation for a while, and he's got some family ties to Loyola, so it's okay that he's in the Byrd section because he goes there, but we really would have liked him to be on our side, especially being that he is a Division I #1 kicker in the nation. Missed free throw by Cage Van Norman, rebound by Speckman, out to Miller.
I still love this full court press. Very close. Trevor got the steal. Unfortunate foul.
Looks like we got some people coming onto the court to get into the Byrd student section.
The ladies, what can I say? I mean, fashionably late? Can you say
Fashionably
that?
late.
Fashionably late.
Very fashionably late. All right, Murph with the ball at the top of the key.
I think they're probably going to look to move this ball around. Find the gap,
Yes. Oh, they already found it. Number 5, Abraham Miller.
Nice lay. Nice
Wow.
lay. Nice reverse lay there.
Byrd really needs some momentum, down 16. They're struggling.
Byrd should just been 4 players up through half court. Loyola breaking the press nicely, finding Easton Baker.
It's a good pass. He puts it up.
Easton with a nice left-hand hook.
Wow, he is not scared. Look at Savannah Smith. Wow.
Shout out Savannah Smith. Just won her team another basketball game against
Already
the
on the
Byrd
media arts
Lady
grind.
Jackets.
Oh, wow. Martin is, wow.
We didn't get the kick there from the refs.
Wow, Murph puts it up.
We did
Speckman with
not
the
a rebound either. That's just Loyola needs to get back to the fundamentals here. It hasn't cost them yet.
Rebound by Baker.
But we both know what the fundamentals can be here in this game.
Out to Cage Van Norman. Looks like we got a blocking foul on Speckman. Eli Baker will inbound the ball.
I like to see Van Norman pushing those outsides, really drawing defenders to him, creating pockets, and ready to dish it out.
I really like it too because he's got that great right and left hand where he can go either way and just take it outside and just take a hard angle into the basket.
Gets past the defender, Van Norman to Easton Baker.
Puts it up.
Easton with it, dishing it out back to Eli.
Wow, Springer gets the ball.
Easton got the ball again, another steal.
Van Norman working at the top of the key. Out of bounds. A little bit of an errant pass there. Maybe wasn't looking completely, but still.
But I like him being aggressive in the paint.
That's right. And Loyola's
that's where
still
the
up
points
by
come
18.
from.
They've got some breathing room right now. Little tip
Eli
pass.
Tip pass.
That's out of bounds on Loyola.
The birthday boy, Caden Lister.
Caden is he's really stepped into a bigger role in the last 2 years as sometimes a starter, always a starter now as the point guard. Really, he's the biggest force on defense sometimes.
Yeah, I love to see him out there. He's a great teammate. That's what I think we need to focus on here the most. He's a great teammate. He's got great basketball skills, and we can see that in this game right now.
Eli Baker in a trap, out to Caden Lister.
Trevor wide for the dish.
Trevor.
Great layup by Trevor to
That's a great
answer
pass.
that Byrd solid layup as well.
That was a great pass. Trevor Cox, that's probably his favorite shot, that little left-hand layup. High between. Oh. He loves to hide under that basket and just wait for a pass to come.
I'm going to say it again. This press by the Flyers, how many steals have we gotten off this press? It's got to be a solid handful.
Wow!
Layup!
That's what we like to see.
Massive steps there. Van Norman puts up 2.
Abraham Miller with the ball. He's going to look to try and get it out to Martin. Okay. Passes it out to Stringer.
Easton went for the steal there.
That was probably some bad blown coverage by the Flyers.
Did cost him. I'm ready to see an answer here, though.
Here comes Van Norman. Out to Cox. Look at Easton Baker. Dunk it. All right. Looks like we're going to have a timeout. I don't know who took the timeout.
It looked like it was Coach Sean Farber.
Looks like it was Coach Sean Farber, and it is a full actually, it's a half timeout.
I like that by Coach Sean Farber. Easton puts up 2, immediate timeout. We get to get here on defense, get set, take our time, and we can go get after it. Scores 31-11, the Flyers, 3:50 left in the half.
20-point lead, that is not common by the Flyers, let alone 31 in the first half.
I know, that's a lot of points there. I think it's come from great defense. This press is helping the Flyers a lot. We got a lot of communication, a lot of spirit, and it's showing here on the scoreboard.
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, just for a frame of reference, in the first 5 games of the season, Loyola has scored 36, 49, 34, 30, and they had one game that they won, and they scored 70. So it is not common to see 31 in the first half, except for maybe that one win against Houghton. I think we might be getting a repeat of that game, that 70-60 win against Houghton. It's another 5A team. So that was really a big win for the Flyers, because we are a small school playing against a massive 5A in Houghton, getting a big win, scoring 70 points. I think that's built like a lot of confidence for the Flyers over this year.
Speckman here on the inbound for the Jackets.
Speckman's going to pass it in.
Gavin Brent with the tip. Easton Baker one-on-one.
That is number 10, Flentino Collins on Byrd. Out to Gavin Brent.
Gavin Brent with the 3.
That looked like it might have gotten tipped.
The call is out of bounds, as it did hit the top of the backboard.
Speckman's going to pass it in after that errant shot by Gavin Brent.
I think we need a big play here by the Flyers. Student section has kind of gone cold. We need something to happen.
I know. There we go.
There it is right there. Steal by Gavin Brent.
Right with the steal after that missed layup. Cage Van Norman.
4-3.
No good. Caden Lister with the rebound.
I love that move by Easton. I love that move. Van Norman to the hole.
Wow. Just off. Martin, pass up to Speckman. Martin with the ball again, takes a drive. That's going to be off of Trevor Cox.
It was a kick, but you got to love the reflexes by Trevor. That did stop potential 2-point pickup there by the Jackets.
I know. Trevor Cox checks out. Eli Baker comes in. Speckman with the ball. That'll be out of bounds. Off Cage Van Norman. Martin gets the ball from Speckman on the inbound pass.
Byrd, playing some library ball, as I like to call it, passing around, communication.
That is definitely our favorite term on the court.
Library ball. Big steal there, Gavin Brent, tipped by Easton Baker.
Looks like that's going to be out of bounds. All right.
Trying back to call, Flyer ball. Some more fashionably late Byrd students.
I know.
Unbelievable.
They just keep coming in. The city, as they like to call it, there's a lot of those kids.
They say we built this city, but I really love this lead here by the Flyers.
I do.
Unfortunate turnover there by Eli Baker, looking for Cage Van Norman.
They might have been able to build the city with the amount of bricks they've been building up,
That is very true, and it is showing in this 31-13 Flyer lead.
But other than the student sections, we've got a great showing from parents and people that really just want to
a lot of support from the community. This is what it's all about. High school basketball, camaraderie, support.
2 rival high schools coming together.
You have to love it.
I know. This is what James Naismith wanted. That'll be Loyola basketball.
That is Loyola ball.
Caden Lister will pass it in on the inbounds. Looks like he's going to give it to
Birthday
Cage
boy.
Van Norman.
2:20 left in second quarter.
31-13 Flyers.
I like Cage taking his time here, trying to set up this play. Attacking.
Turnover.
Unfortunate turnover there.
Murph will bring it up.
Looking for number 35. Cut team too early. Flyer ball. Sean Farber and Van Norman having some words. Probably trying to set up this 3-ball Van Norman's about to hit. Never mind. Take it all the way to the hole. Dish to Eli Baker.
No good. Rebound by
Birthday boy.
Eli Baker rebound.
Shooting two?
I think he'll be shooting 2.
I like that. I like that by Lister.
You do love to see that. Lister will shoot from the free throw line. Try and get them back to a 20-point lead. First one is good.
Daps from the Baker brothers.
Caden Lister is another one of those players who has really stepped up, and he's really improved his shooting form over time. The second shot is good.
2 there for Lister. You know, that's something coaches like to see. Can a player take to the hole, get fouled, and put up his 2 free throws? And Lister did just that.
That's a foul.
Unfortunate call there on Easton Baker. You know, it was solid defense. You can't hate that, but got to be more careful with where he's hitting them. Where he's hitting them.
DeMonte Stringer will shoot from the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. One shot left.
1:39 left in the second quarter.
Second shot coming in from Stringer, number 24.
That one's good. Eli Baker inbound to Van Norman.
Here comes Van Norman, bringing up the ball.
Byrd laid off on their full court press. Dish
Pass
to Easton
into
Baker. Jump
Looks like a
ball.
jump ball.
It will
It'll
be
be
Flyers ball. Will be Flyers ball.
There we go. That's what we like to see. Good old jump ball never hurt.
You know, they put a lot of emphasis into their under the goal inbound play. So I want to see what we can get here.
Looks like we got Easton
High
Baker.
dish out to Easton.
Bring it up. Easton is
looking
playing.
for Gavin
Wow.
Brent.
That would have been a great play.
You know, when Gavin gets hot, it gets going. So I'm ready for the next parts of this game. Gavin Brent.
He does not miss much when he is on.
He can hit a 3-ball, and I'm really excited to see what he's got in store for us.
I know. Great hand-eye coordination. Great hair. Number 11, that's a great number. Yeah.
Byrd with a lot of passing cuts, lots of passing and cutting. Big steal
Wow.
there from the birthday boy.
Lister bringing it up.
Choosing to slow
Let's
things
take it out.
down. Easton, unfortunate turnover there.
Van Norman on the defense against Stringer.
Almost
Rebound.
a really good layup.
Rebound Baker. Pass out to
Little
Lister.
questionable on the steps there. Looked like it was 3, but
we'll take it. That's what we like to see. Wow. Oh.
Lister did get up there.
You gotta
30
see
seconds in the half.
You got to see a little bit of his athleticism there. He's a fantastic athlete, and he's really built, and that's why he's such a good defender. Lister there. Eli Baker gets out. Not far enough.
Rebound. We've got 15 seconds left. Cage Van Norman taking his time. I like this. Get one more shot off for the half.
One more quality shot is just what the Flyers need. Up by 19.
Unfortunate turnover there, Van Norman. Byrd all the way down.
And that'll take us to half.
That is halftime. Scores 33-16. Flyer lead going into halftime.
Cassano, what do you expect coming out of the half for the Flyers? I think they got to be pretty pepped up, huh?
Yeah, you know, it kind of slowed down there for him a little bit. You know, Coach Sean Farber, he's not scared to get him back going again. He's going to bring the energy in the locker room. I'm really excited to see what the Flyers have to come out with in the second half.
I expect a lot from them coming out. We will check back in right before halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Flyer basketball on LCP TV.
Hey, Travis.
Get some friends, loser.
Bro, you alright, man? Yeah. Let me help you out.
Lean on me when you're not strong. And I'll
See you around?
be your friend.
Yeah.
Character.
I'll help you
Pass it on.
carry on.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
It won't be long. Taxi!
When you can't do it all, do what you can. Compassion for others. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
You came home from work with a migraine. Your son has a sore throat on a Saturday. You need care right now. Christus Health has affordable, convenient, on-demand care because you don't always get sick during doctor's hours. Help is in the palm of your hand. You can reach our clinicians within 20 minutes from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Visits for residents of Texas and Louisiana over age 5 cost $30. Christus Health, on demand, because we're here for you wherever here is.
Okay, let's move on to the artery. Perfect. What's next?
A Band-Aid?
Thanks, Andy. You always know just what my heart needs.
The best heart care makes you feel at home.
You look ready for some good news.
That's why at Christus, you always know your heart's in the right place and the right hands. To learn more, visit christushealth.org/myheart.
I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike one. I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike two. I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike three. Wow! I'm the greatest pitcher in the world! Yes! Optimism. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Taxi!
When you can't do it all, do what you can. Compassion for others. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Loyola would like to thank our corporate sponsors: Christus Shreveport Bossier Health System, Home Federal Bank, the Wall Center for Plastic Surgery, River City's Interventional Pain Specialists. Thank you for supporting Flyer football.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to LCP TV. You're watching Flyer Basketball. This is Collier White here with...
I'm Connor Castano. We got 40 seconds left here at halftime. 33-16, Flyer lead.
It's a big one.
It looks pumped up. The teams look pumped up. Flyers look ready to go. I'm excited for this second half.
I was in front of the locker room watching them come down, and the Flyers seemed pumped. They seemed amped. They seemed ready to go.
No, I think this is going to be a showing right here. I think there's a lot going on. Jacket inbound.
All right, here we go. Martin with the ball. Byrd went back to their starting lineup after the first half. Seemed like stuff wasn't working. Martin back with the ball.
Lots
out
of
to
ball.
Abraham Miller.
Library ball at its finest. Waiting for the cut.
Each student section is back on their feet, ready to go. Love to see it. Martin with the ball.
Jackets here over almost 40 seconds of just passing. I think they're ready to move the ball. They're not scared to shoot it when they find the gap, and they're going to take it to the hole. So I think Loyola here got to play defense.
They're really trying to attack Loyola's interior core. I don't know if they think it's weak or if they just think that's the best spot to get
There
in.
are some strong seniors on that outside three. They're going to have a struggle getting past it. Van Norman eyeing him down.
Already a minute and 7 long possession. Speckman drives off.
Rebound there by Van Norman. Takes it up by himself.
Van Norman's playing great at point guard right now. Looks like they've got Caden Lister at the power forward. Out to Gavin
in
Brent
the corner.
Don't
Birthday
really don't
boy
see
with
him
a
miss that. Wow.
Gets stolen.
Stringer misses the
Bricked
layup.
layup there by number 24.
Cox can't get to it. Turnover
Van
by the
Norman there,
Flyers.
anxious for putting 2 up on the board. Got away from there on the pass. Looking for Trevor Cox.
Speckman will inbound. You can pass it out to Abraham Miller. Looks like that
will be Loyola ball.
Lister will inbound.
It is his birthday, if we have not made that clear.
It is his birthday, yes. The birthday boy. That's what we like to see.
Inbound to Van Norman. Van Norman taking his time coming up the court.
Van Norman passed it over to Lister. Down to Brent. Brent
I
brings it
like
up.
this ball movement here.
So we got some screens happening on the other side.
Lister rebound.
Out to
Dish
Brent.
out to Gavin. Van Norman is open over here.
Van Norman will reset it.
Byrd crowd giving Van Norman some.
They're calling for him to shoot it.
Lister battling that rebound.
That is going to be out on Brent.
Unfortunate turnover there by Gavin Brent.
Byrd ball. Speckman will inbound.
Back with this Loyola full court press, running a 3-2. This takes me back to the St. Mark days when we put Charles Lewis at the top
The
of our
1-2-2
press.
never failed.
And I love it. 24 with a 3.
Stringer.
Buried his 3.
Stringer hits it. DeMonte Stringer.
Van Norman looking for a quick rebound against that Byrd. I love this ball movement. Eli,
puts it up.
step in 2.
Just off. Again, Baker says he cannot jump, but he seems pretty good right now.
33-19, Flyer lead.
Martin with the ball.
Nope. Back to this Byrd library ball. We've gotten some activity here from the Loyola student section.
Stringer has the ball.
We've got a little
out to Barfield.
Got a little rover run here by the Byrd Jackets. He's running baseline. I kind of like it. It just threw off the defense a little bit.
I do. Speckman with the ball at the top of the key. They're trying to switch it up.
Flyers in a 2-3 zone. Lister with a steal. Gonna take it all the way. Drew the foul. He will go to the line, shoot 2.
That's a great drive by Lister right there. Setting the tone.
Just taking it away from him and taking it to the hole with just power and with attention to detail. Got the steal and knew he was gonna get fouled, so just tried to draw it, drew it, shooting 2.
Fantastic play by Lister.
On his birthday.
Wow. That is what we like to see.
On his birthday.
Lister, first shot. It's good.
1 in for Lister. Love to see that.
Hilliard checks on. Martin is off. Lister shooting the second free throw. It is good.
It's for two. Lister at the line.
Speckman to inbound.
Inbound to Hilliard.
They're really struggling.
Steal there by
against this
grabbing.
press. Wow.
Lister comes away with it.
Yeah, Byrd's really struggling against this Flyer press. Really great game plan by Sean Farber.
Running a rover by Eli.
Kind of a weird take there by Baker.
Drew the foul on, it looks to appear to be Eli. Baker was trying to draw the foul there on his own layup. Got swatted away. Unfortunate foul on Baker.
Speckman will inbound. Again, Loyola's back into their press. Lister and Cox will switch.
Wow. Another steal there by the Flyers. Unfortunately, got away from him. But we just see what this press is doing to the Jackets. I mean, it's taking away any chance they have of moving the ball.
They can't get it in the middle, man. And you know whose press this is? This is the Kevin Hosky press.
This is Coach Hosky's press.
I really miss that man. Great coach.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Just disclaimer, he's not
he
dead.
Is not. He's still living. He coaches Houghton, right? Is it Houghton?
Huntington.
Huntington.
He went to the dark side.
He left the Flyers. But he was a great guy. I gotta love him.
He went to the Sith. You know, never liked to play against Huntington because they're so good.
Big dish there to Eli cross court.
Really props to Coach Hosky on the way he's been coaching the team over at Huntington. Great job.
Well, Caden Lister calling off the press there for the Flyers. Number 5 for Byrd.
Abraham Miller off.
Looks like he lost control of the
Back
ball.
to Van Norman. Pump fake. And it's good.
God's good.
Flyers getting their lead back to 18.
37-19. Flyer lead. 3:35 left in the third quarter.
Again, Collier White, Connor Casino here commentating. Stringer drives, foul on Lister.
Drew the foul. That was a good foul. Excuse me, good draw of the foul.
By Stringer, yeah.
Shooting 2.
He did make a big 3 recently. That's the Flyers' second foul. You really don't want to get that count up.
You know, he had speed attacking the rim. He made that first one. He had speed attacking the rim. It showed. Drew the foul on Lister. Easton Baker going to check in for his brother.
Yeah, Eli picked up another foul there. That might be his third. 17-point game.
Foul trouble for Eli.
Never love that. That is not what we like to see.
Bank is open on is it Stringer? Stringer's second free throw.
DeMonte Stringer.
I love this play all the way up the court for Van Norman. Dish
Cox.
back out to Easton.
Wow. Easton Baker with a mission.
Going to the line, going to shoot 2. Came back in, checked in for his brother, drew the foul.
I mean, the way he drives is just so powerful.
It's there's a lot of intention behind that drive.
It's true. Looks like we got some confusion right now. Is this might be a shooting violation on Van Norman. One shot. Baker nails it.
Did it hit the rim? No, it did not. That's 1 for 1. Easton
That's a negative
on
that one. Here comes Speckman. Inbound to Stringer. Out to Abraham
the press
Miller.
here by the Flyers.
Stringer takes it back. Looks like that might be.
Looks like a travel call.
It's getting called back. Yeah, that's what we like to see.
Trevor Cox exchanging some remarks with the Loyola Flyer student section. I love to see the interaction. You know, brings the intensity back to the game. I love the roll there. Trevor going to hustle back on defense. Good layup.
That layup is good for Barfield. Out to Baker. Brent will look to strike the 3, but then
lots of hand check. Draw the foul after lots of reach-ins. Finally called it. Coach Sean Farber does want to take this slight pause to coach some of his players for the better. Constructive feedback. You know, we like that. Trevor
Cox
looking
with
for
the ball.
Easton Baker with the three.
Off
Trevor
Cox.
got the rebound. Stringer stole that ball from him. Oh, went for the in between the legs. Hillard with the ball, number 22.
Flyers still up 38-23. 2 minutes 30 left in the third quarter.
Looks like we're going to see a lot of this. Okay, cut inside.
Stringer takes a shot, and it's good. Oh, and that's out. And it will be Loyola basketball. Not gonna lie, Connor, what'd you see on that one? You think that was Loyola basketball?
That was a close call. You know, if
close.
we had replay, I think they should have used it because it would have been close.
Well, you know, they can always talk to LCP TV for a replay system. Coach Tanner would love to get it set up.
Van Norman taken to the hole.
That was an errant shot by Van Norman right there.
Looks like a
foul
before the shot. So have the inbound here from the Flyers.
Baker will inbound. Flyers will set up a play. And it's going to be going back. Another inbound.
Lots of emotion coming from Coach Sean Farber. You know, that is common, but I think it helps his team.
Looks like they might be looking for Eli here. Yep, right there. Baker.
Shooting.
Wow!
By Baker!
Wow.
Drew the foul on the three. Eli going to the line, shooting one.
Will they count the three? Yes, they will. Wow. This is a chance for a 4-point play here.
You know, that's Eli's game. He's a tall shooter. He can jump higher than the guy that's in his face, and he showed that right there and drew the foul. Buried his one free throw.
4-point play.
Lots of booing from the Byrd Hive.
Looks like the Flyers wanted Hilliard to catch that one. Too bad he scored.
Van Norman choosing speed on this one.
Van Norman gets around Speckman.
Big spin move there. Dish to Lister.
Birthday boy off the mark. Cox back out to Cage.
I think Van Norman needs to slow it down here. Let's just get the guy set, and that's exactly what he does. Feeling some pressure. Dish to Easton. Lister. Eli with another three. Catch and shoot.
Wow.
Three by Eli Baker. I'm feeling like I'm going to stand up for this now. I'm on my feet.
Wow.
I'm on my feet.
Speckman inbounds to Barfield. Barfield's going to pass it back to Speckman.
I love this press here from the Flyers.
Lister's on the ball.
Some errant passes.
That's good from Abraham Miller.
Good ball movement and a solid 2 points there.
45 seconds.
Easton Baker
struggling to get in.
Oh, I love this. Let's give it to Eli for another three.
Just off the mark. That's going to be a Loyola ball.
Bounce off the face of Stringer. It will be Loyola ball. Wow.
That looked like it hurt.
I really love where this game is at right now. 45-27 Flyer lead.
This could be another Eli Baker.
Eli with another three opportunity.
Just off. Caden Lister just almost saved it.
Called it out. It will
Good
be
effort
jacket
by
ball.
Caden Lister. 23.5 seconds left in this quarter.
You know, it seems like the Loyola fans only want one player to touch
it going to Hilliard.
Oh! Trevor Cox! Trevor!
The Byrd crowd is silent. Off the mark
Van Norman. Unfortunate miss there on the layup, but Trevor Cox, that's what we needed for the morale of this team.
That'll take us
going into the fourth quarter. Trevor Cox with a big block.
Wow. Flyers up by 18. You're watching Flyer basketball on LCP TV. Collier White, Connor Casno. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Taxi!
When you can't do it all, Do what you can. Compassion for others. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
We are back. I'm Connor Cashno.
And I'm Collier White.
It looks like we've got a bit of emptying here from the Byrd student section. Numbers are thinning. I mean, they just don't want to be a part of this Loyola victory.
Loyola's killing it right now.
45-27 is your score.
18-point
is set
lead.
to 8 minutes left in the fourth period.
You don't really see this. This has not been a common showing in the past couple of years.
It has
especially
not.
Now, Connor, we got to talk about this. You think that Schoondog being out has any play on this, or you think this is Loyola's win?
You know, Loyola's fighting hard right now, and you can see the heart, you can see the drive they have to win this game. And they want it. They want this victory.
Speckman hits the
Big three there by Speckman.
That's Loyola ball.
Will be Loyola ball.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I don't think it's Schoondog. What Byrd might be missing. I think this is Loyola's heart.
Bird's missing the intensity right now. Eli, great alley-oop to Trevor. Trevor Cox there with the two.
One more time. Wow.
I mean, the Byrd Hive is
they're
depleted.
down.
They are depleted. Energy gone. 47-30 is your score, Loyola Flyers.
Speckman shoots it. Misses.
Baker with a rebound. Reach-in foul there called on number 11, Christian Robertson. Van Norman taking the ball up the court.
Van Norman.
All the way to the hole. Great lay. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Speckman's on the ground. Abraham Miller will drive. Speckman.
Arid pass there. Recovered by Trevor Cox. Taking it to the hole.
No good.
Lister birthday boy went for the Trevor getting on the ground. This is what I'm talking about. He has the intensity to get on the ground, dive for it, and he got the jump ball.
Wow. Wow. What a play by the Loyola team. Team play. That's really what they are.
It's a great group of guys, you know. I mean, led by Eli Baker, an awesome senior, got the height, got the speed, can shoot it. Got Trevor Cox in there, not afraid to get gritty. And then we've just got a bunch of solid juniors and sophomores that they're showing their talent here, and you gotta love it.
Here come the Flyers out of the timeout. Up by 17, 6.5 minutes left. They're going to look to finish strong here.
Hayden Lister with the inbound.
You know, really what I think we need to talk about is how Trevor Cox is so scrappy when he needs to be.
How about this Lister throw? Look, Trevor's right under the rim. He's looking for the rebound, getting dirty as it is.
Always getting on the floor just like that. Puts his whole body.
That's what we're
pads.
talking about. He's not scared to play rough basketball, and that's showing.
That's why he's a captain of this team. Now, one person we do need to mention, Jude Gayton. We're missing him tonight.
We are missing Jude Gayton. I think he's in. Is he in Colorado?
I think he is.
I think he's in Colorado. Jude Gayton. How about this Van Norman ball right here? He's playing.
We got a
reaching foul called on
Stringer
number 24. Byrd coach. Is it Coach Jalen Bowers? He was not loving that call.
They're not happy.
And the Loyola fan base is going to let him hear it.
They are. Here comes Van Norman with the ball. Going to try and do a lob. Wow. They're going to call that a foul on Baker. That one I think could go either way. Looks like Loyola is back into their press. We got the Baker twins are on the backside. Cox is now in the one spot.
6-12, 47-30 in this fourth quarter. 17-point lead for the Flyers.
Let's give a quick shout out to our great producer, Ellen Dart. You know, putting everything together for us, putting the commercials up when they need to be up. Ellen, thank you.
She's just a woman of the cameras. She knows what she's doing. She's in her element now.
She understands the computers. Ellen, what do you have to say about the game so far?
I like it. It's a very good game.
Fantastic. Great commentary. You know, lots of words coming out of Ellen Dart.
I mean, I'm going to say it again. This Byrd Hive has thinned. Their numbers gone. I mean, I think they know what's happening right now.
What I think really happened is their senior leadership left. You know, they had at least 10 seniors in the first two rows. They're all gone.
They had the best kicker in the nation.
Going to University of Miami.
And he left too. I mean, we're getting the looks from Miss Tiffany Bell and Mr. Steve and Miss Brandy, whose son is on vacation. Can't be here to help the Flyers.
We are missing Jude Gayton right now, the heart and soul of the Loyola team. But he'll be back soon.
This Flyer press doing its thing.
Back out.
Dish out to Quentin Hillard for the 3-ball.
Wow. Hilliard misses. Van Norman with the ball. That's going to be a foul on Hilliard, I think.
I love that. I love that call. I mean,
that's what we like to see.
Van Norman just... Shout out Jude Gayton. We just got your mom's text message that you are watching. We love the support. Wish you could be here. But how do you like the 17-point Flyer lead, 47-30, 5:50 left in the fourth quarter?
I'm loving it, and I'm loving this Eli Baker three. Oh. Cage Van
Norman
take another
gonna shoot again. It looks like it might have been tipped there.
I think it might have been tipped by Byrd.
Oh, it could have a dunk.
Dunk this. Oh, wow.
Chose the layup. Seeing the Byrd press come alive again.
Baker.
Oh, gets tripped up, but they're not going to call the
slid.
foul. That will be jacket ball.
What a slide by Baker.
I know,
right
that
there.
was smooth.
That was very smooth. He looked like a dolphin.
I mean, that's what we like to see, though. He's got the ability to do that, you know?
Trevor Cox at the top of the press.
And that looks like it's
out of
going to
bounds.
be Flyer ball, maybe?
Yeah.
Flyer ball.
Flyer basketball.
Flyer basketball.
Van Norman out to
I don't know about you, Carter, but I'm sweating up in here. It is hot.
It's very
hot.
It
is work. Van Norman with he's going to go to the line.
It's going to be a foul on Barfield right there. Van Norman will shoot too. Now, Van Norman's a prolific shooter. So
let's just take this quick moment while he's shooting free throws. A shout out our media arts crew. We've got Bella Casio on the floor. We've got Ava Smith up here in the stands. Doing a great job. All that you're seeing on the TV right now
Coach
is
Tanner
them.
for setting up, and Ellen Dart for being here to produce.
Van Norman misses one. Scores 47-32. Flyer lead with 5:14 left in the fourth quarter.
Martin will check in. Speckman checks out.
You know, I don't want to say it, but the Jackets are narrowing this lead down a little bit. I'd like to see a couple more points there by the Flyers. Van Norman does miss two. The press by the Flyers.
That's off.
Got the
looks
foul.
like it's going to be a foul.
Drew the foul from Trevor Cox. Number 0, shooting 2.
Martin will shoot 2. Now, Martin is not your normal basketball player. He is small.
He is small, and he went 0 for 1 on that first free throw.
But he's played a good game. He's been the facilitator on the offense.
He has. He's struggling to get past this Loyola press, but when he does, you can see it really takes shape for this Byrd Jacket basketball team. All right, so 1 for 2 from the line. Easton Baker looking to inbound. We got a Byrd full court press on Van Norman.
14-point game here. That's off the mark. Eli Baker went to block that one.
Unfortunate inbound there by the Flyers. Byrd, Yellow Jackets. Is the Yellow Jackets or is the Jackets? I keep getting confused. It's the Yellow Jackets. Okay. So, Byrd Yellow Jackets. I keep getting them mixed up with Georgia Tech. I don't know why. Stringer with a big 3 for his team.
Wow. It is now an 11-point game. Flyers need to get back on it. Good pass
Dish to Trevor. I want to see him take it all the way. Dish to Eli for the 3 to answer.
No good.
Unfortunately, they're off the rim.
You got to start making some of those if you're the Flyers.
Scores 47-36. Flyer lead. 4:17 left in the fourth quarter. This is 4 minutes and now 12 seconds left of basketball. It's going to be hard fought.
That's a half timeout from the Byrd Yellow Jackets. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Flyer basketball on LCP TV. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Flyer Basketball on LCP TV. I'm Collier White.
And I'm Connor Castro. We've got 4:11 here in this fourth quarter, 47-36. Flyer lead.
They need to step it up right now.
You know, I think that timeout really could have helped these Flyers, though. Get them set and get them back playing the basketball they know how to play.
We'll say nobody's guarding number 5. He gets the ball. Abraham Miller, that is him.
We've got Gavin Brent, Cage Van Norman. Both Baker brothers and Trevor Cox are the 5 right now.
That basket is good by Martin.
It was uncontested. I would like to see some better defense there by the Flyers. Looking for the dish. Gavin Brent calling for the ball. Easton Baker.
Baker puts it up. That's off the mark. Baker with the ball, number 13.
Getting a reach-in foul there on number 5.
Wow.
That would be Abraham Miller.
That'll be Byrd's 5th foul. Wow. Baker will shoot 2. Looks like the Loyola is in the bonus plus right now from the fouls that carried over from the third quarter. That is the 5th foul of the fourth quarter for Byrd.
Eli takes 3 dribbles. Puts the first one up. It's good.
It's nothing but net. That's what the Baker boys are known for. So we got some uniform stuff going on right now on the court.
3 dribbles again for Eli Baker. Puts his second shot up.
Off the mark. But rebound.
Trevor getting dirty. That's what I like about him. I'm going to say it again like I've said all game. He's not scared.
Never scared. Likes to get physical. Likes to get down in the trenches. Here comes Martin.
That looks like it was 3 steps, but I guess it was 2.
Wow. 8-point game right now.
Jalen Bowers is reaching there again. Not going to call it.
The Baker boys are struggling to get it over. Timeout.
Sean Farber is he needs this timeout for his team. You can see the emotion.
Settle down. They need to settle down.
They do need to settle down. They need to get back in it. You can see the emotion coming from him. Get this team reset.
And that is going to be a 1-minute timeout by the Flyers. So again, we will take a quick break. You're watching Flyer Basketball on LCP TV. I'm Collier White.
Collier White here. Team's taking a little bit of an advantage, though, taking some extra seconds. Pressure from the refs, but I like this by the Loyola. They get a chance to settle down, come back out with some intensity to finish off these last 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Score is 48-40. Loyola Flyer lead. Full court press here from the Jackets. Van Norman dribbling through, feeling the pressure. He will go to the line, it looks like. Looks like to shoot 2, Van Norman. Fouled by Abraham Miller, number 5.
Cage Van Norman, nothing but net right there. Cage does a really good job of settling the team down, making them calm. Because he's a really calm persona.
2 dribbles, a spin.
That's off the mark.
1 for 2 from the line, Van Norman. 9-point Flyer lead with 3 flat left in the 4th quarter.
Abraham Miller will take the ball.
Martin.
Martin just off the mark. Stringer rebound. Martin gets it back. Baker. That's out to Barfield. That's off.
Air ball.
That's not Barfield. My apologies. That was Collins who missed that shot. Collins on the floor. Baker.
Jump ball. That should be Loyola ball. Baker on the ground. Looks possibly injured. He gets up. He's good.
2 minutes, 30 left. You really don't want to lose him right now.
You know, speaking of Trevor Cox, he's right here in front of us. He was quoted by saying in this year's season opener video for the Loyola basketball, this is his last dance. This is the seniors' last dance. And they want to go on a Byrd Loyola victory here. And a good season overall.
You know, it's like MJ and the whole team right now. MJ, Eli, Scottie Pippen.
Big shot there, Trevor Cox.
Wow.
Puts up 2 with a dish from Van Norman.
That's a really big shot.
He's getting on the ground again.
Cox getting on the ground.
I love this hustle.
Loves to get
travel called on Bird's basketball. Trevor is loving it.
Look at the emotion. Wow. And the Flyer.
And the doghouse is going to let him know.
Student section is going to let him hear it.
Van Norman. Top of the key, dribbling in. Spin move. Floater. I love Trevor getting in there.
Speckman with the rebound. That's going to be a Byrd layup
That's
by Barfield.
51-42 Flyer lead. 2 flat left.
Out to
game.
Baker.
Some dribbling here from Caden Lister on his birthday.
That's going to be a foul.
Drew the blocking foul. You know, he's really good at that. He creates space off his defender, drives in, and drew the foul. Flyers are in the bonus. He's going to shoot 2.
Wow. Great awareness by Caden Lister there to know that it's good to drive in right now. Because if you get fouled, you're shooting 2 free throws.
You know, I love these words Coach Sean Farber just shared with Van Norman, really just encouraging his players to stay strong with his last minute 45 left. 9-point lead. Lister 0 for 1 from the line.
I think that's big for the program, you know, making sure that you're calm in the face of adversity.
Lister 1 for 2, makes it a 10-point lead for the Flyers.
Great shot there by Lister.
Full court press here from the Flyers.
They have not stopped all game.
Big behind. Big block. They called a foul on it though. We had it behind the back pass there from number 0, Jamal Martin.
You never expect Lister to get that high.
Lister, multiple blocks came in. Unfortunate foul there.
Barfield's going to shoot.
Number 35, Barfield, shooting 2.
And he misses.
0 for 1 from the line.
Still a 10-point game.
I mean, this Byrd Hive, there's no energy. I love the energy from our doghouse.
Second one's good.
Barfield goes 1 for 2 from the line. Van Norman with the ball. Just feeling this four-court press here by the Jackets.
Back to Trevor Cox.
Trevor Cox
puts it up. No good. Rebound,
Cox. Rebound, puts it up for 2. No, that's the kind of player he is. He's willing to make the big plays when it counts.
He loves to get dirty. Wow.
Big steal there for Gavin Brandt. Drew the
foul.
foul.
Going Loyola's way.
Gavin making a big play when it matters. 1:15 left here in the game.
Looks like we got a timeout.
54-43.
Oh,
wow.
Loyola
Flyer lead.
This might be a flagrant. No.
Gavin
no
Brent
flagrant.
to shoot 2.
Regular foul. Brent to shoot 2. He's at the line. Here comes the first.
Flyers choosing to just have the shooter there. Everybody else is going to be back on defense. I like this, though. I like this. You know, we're playing aggressive, but we're also guarding where other points are going to come from.
That's
that would
right.
be our basketball goal.
Sean
Ours
Farber,
is his basketball.
he saw the opportunity and he was like, "Come over here. Let me draw up a play." As Brent misses 2, the Flyers are ready.
You know, this is really what we like to see. Flyer lead, 11-point lead here. 1 minute left. We like to see this. Byrd going with library ball. Dishes out to the corner.
That's Flyer ball.
That is Flyer ball in front of our student section, and they are loving it.
Tremaine Ballard, the star of the freshman team.
I remember sitting right there behind him, half court, when he hit the game-winning 3.
That was
easy
crazy.
6 feet behind the line. Ball movement here. Trevor Cox with the ball.
He has no fear, Tremaine. And he's kind of been leading our student section.
All right, it looks like
Baker.
a 5v1 here on Baker.
Martin puts up the layup.
We've got 35 seconds left here in the game. 54-45 Loyola lead.
9-point game. 30 seconds left.
I like this library ball here from the Flyers. Trying to...
Lister.
Lister battles through.
Trevor Cox.
20 seconds left. 54-45.
Out to Brent.
I like this. I like this play.
It's over.
Give him the foul.
Baker's down.
I mean, that was a really...
He's up, so that's good to see.
That was aggressive there on number 5, Abraham Miller. I mean, was that deserving of more than just a foul? I mean...
That was a tough one. The
know,
Flyer student section does not like it.
I understand why. It's a 54-45 lead, 16 seconds left.
That's a tough one.
Looks like Lister might check. Nope, just going to towel. Just going to towel. You know,
the birthday boy.
Lister's going to stick it out on his birthday. We've got Eli Baker shooting 2, Gavin Brent, Kane Lister, Van Norman, and Trevor Cox here on the floor.
All smiles on the Flyer bench as it looks like they're going to pull out this win.
Oh, how about Coach Van Zant coming in? We're loving it here from the Flyer student section.
All the freshmen.
They like this energy. We've got Miss Neil Cox here. That's one for Eli Baker, 1 for 1. I mean, I think we know that this is we've got the freshmen checking in here. We got Restovich, David Paquet, Ben Bratch, who's also on the golf team, and Keller Brown.
Wow. Eli Baker will shoot a second free throw.
Hey. 2 for 2, Eli Baker from the line.
Tyler Moore checks in for Baker.
We have got a 56-45 Flyer lead, 16 seconds left.
As the Flyer student section waves goodbye to the Byrd Hive. It's over. Dupac, try and guard. Bretz gets out there.
We got a 3. Oh, nope. Aaron Miller. This is to Strickland.
Puts up the shot.
2 seconds left. And that will conclude our
over.
Loyola Byrd basketball game with a Flyer victory.
Wow. I mean, what a game, Connor.
You know, 56-45, that just shows the heart that this team has and that the season they want to finish off.
The first win Loyola's had over Byrd in the last 3 years at least. And they showed out today. They played a great game. Lots of physicality. Got in the trenches. Played a great press. What are you looking for in the rest of the season?
And I love this whole small Loyola team. They showed guts, and they showed what they're ready to show for these next couple games. This has been Connor Castro here.
This has been Collier White.
Flyer Jacket basketball game ended in a Flyer victory.
We will see you next time on LCP TV for Flyer Basketball.
Flyer Basketball.
We'll see you next time.